Ah, yes. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you. And Dusty, that is pretty apt. I don't know what the hell happened, but as I was saying, welcome. I also saw you on Twitch, and I do have the dash. I do have the. Oh, okay, that's weird. It did freeze on. Oh no, I just have it paused. Now it looks fine on my end. The bit rate's good. It's at 6K as it should be. But yes, I also saw your chat to a horse orange and a rat walk into a bar. But I could see how yeah, now it's working. I guess because I had to restart my computer. I don't know. But I will see how it actually looks. I can pull it up real quick. But I will see. No, it's fine on my end. I think it might just be on your end then, Marcus. Right now, I figured I'm just gonna yap a little while Vera Volta gets things ready on her end. I'm gonna have her join like 7:30, but I guess while I'm here, yapping away. Oh boy, it's been quite the week. I'll tell you that much. Okay, never mind. I think it was because I used Twitch Mobile. Okay, I see. I gotcha. Man, it's been quite the week. And Dusty, you're gonna listen to Vlad the Impaler's song by Skaldic Bard. Yeah, based choice in music. Yeah, Vlad the Impaler, very, very influential historical figure, and very relevant in this moment in time. Thank you for posting the link in the chat, the YouTube chat. I'll send Vera another message. Get ready in 10 minutes. Alrighty. There we go, I sent her a DM. Or both, Grand Designs, how are ya? Of both ups and downs, Rip Samara. What are you planning for today's stream? So right now we're just doing a little bit of yapping, and then when I get Vera Volta on here, I am going to be introducing you guys to a relatively new Lolcow. I don't think he's as active as much as he was last year, but oh boy, we have quite ourselves a figure today. I'll tell you that much, Mr. Design. It's gonna be very fun. I could promise you that, and it's going to also be, how do I put this? It's gonna be quite the torture session for some, most notably my mods. They already kind of know who he is. Oh no, definitely not as popular as Hassan, but Hassan deserves his own Lolcow Spotlight stream in the future. That guy has done so much. No Pathfinder. The background is supposed to be a stage. An Orthodox church doesn't look like this for the most part. Gonna have myself a little something to drink here. Bottoms up. Woo! Nice burn. Hi Dusty, you're also on Twitch too. Do you consider yourself an independent libertarian-leaning guy? Dude, I'm the exact opposite of a libertarian. I'm a hardcore monarchist. But generally speaking, you could say I'm a bit outside of the Overton window. That would be an accurate statement. That's kind of what being a monarchist is that you kind of operate outside of the traditional left-right paradigm. Yeah, we're monarchists here because of fatigue with everything. Would you count Redeemed Zoomer as a lolcow? Oh, that's a good question, Pathfinder. I don't think I would personally. I think this is, I think Zoomer operates in a different paradigm compared to like the lolcows I think of. I think he has some traits of a lolcow, but I wouldn't say he is one. He has enough self-awareness to at least know that what he's doing is kind of stupid, and I think he's largely just engagement farming, but I know for a time he actually was quite influential in many people's reawakening to Christ. And then what's the Overton window? So the Overton window is a set... I'm trying to put this in simple terms here. The Overton window is basically it's a phenomenon where it's like you're really only allowed to argue in a certain frame, right? Right in this current moment of history, like in the liberal world order, it is acceptable. It is acceptable to talk about, actually, we'll use video games as an example of this to kind of help you get the idea. So, right now in video game discourse, the only really acceptable opinions that won't get you ostracized on both ends but they're still diametrically opposed to each other, somewhat. For gaming, that would be like the woke crowd and the anti-woke crowd. I'll get to your question in a moment, Mr. Designs. But I gotta answer Pathfinder's question first. So, you have on the left side of the Overton window, which keep in mind, the Overton window is far left right now. Very far left. Per any historical standard. You would absolutely not see anybody in antiquity, especially in antiquity, be arguing ideas that, you could be, it's crazy to think that, you can be, you could change, you could go from a man to a woman, but homosexuality is a-okay. Like, somebody in antiquity would fucking laugh at you for that. But going back to gaming here, on the far left side of things, it's like, basically the discourse, it's like, we want everything to be ugly, gay, and cringe. That's what they want gaming to be. They also want things to be movie games as well. But on the opposite kind of end of within the Overton window, you have the centrist libertarian gooner types who basically just want to play video games, one hand on the controller or one hand on the mouse and the other hand on their privates. Because there are, I was gonna say, hands on their dicks, but, women also want this kind of shit too. Either way, both ends are actually not good for gaming as a whole. It's quite terrible if you ask me. Because ultimately what they want is people don't want video games. They either want a movie game, which you're just playing an animated movie and you have to press a button sometime. Mixtape is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Or on the other end, you just want you just want gacha games to be the norm. And if you argue outside of that frame of, I want video games to be I want video games to have engaging gameplay loops, first. I want to play a video game first. A functional, good video game first. Then, after that, comes the story and then the graphics or whatever. But basically, the people that are arguing on both ends of the Overton window, they would ostracize me for even just sharing that opinion. That's basically what the Overton window is, explained very simply. Basically, if you have no nuanced opinions, if you have nuanced opinions, you're out of the Overton window. That's how that works. Let's see. Meanwhile, I play one hand on my controller and one hand on a regular old stim object because of ADHD. I see. But yeah, you're probably the exception to what I'm talking about. A lot of gacha games are kind of designed around, you know, being able to play with one hand, because they're also put on your phone as well, and you know, you're gonna be holding your phone, right? And you know, they designed it so that it works with touch controls. But anyways, time to answer your question, Grand Design. So the monarchist system I want is something similar to Tsarist Russia. Back when Saint Tsar Nicholas II was ruling Russia. Naturally, we can absolutely learn from his mistakes. But he did make a lot of good decisions. I could even pull up a post in my bookmarks all the way back in February. I'm not gonna post it on here because basically we're gonna get. I'm gonna see. I haven't gotten a response back from Vera Volta. Let's see. I'll just ping her again. Are you ready to join? Okay. Let's get back to what I was saying earlier. So let's take a look at some of his decisions. I have the post pulled up right here. And I'll even post it in both chats so you guys can read it. So you guys can both read along with me. I'm, again, just a little micro segment that I'm doing while I'm waiting for Vera Volta. So let's see. Tsar Nicholas II was the most successful leader of the 20th century. Increased the Russian population by 50 million in 20 years, greatly expanded labor rights, did not suppress trade unions. What if you get an unhinged, cruel heir? Would you support killing future king? Yeah. Actually, I would. That is something you could do in a monarchy. Absolutely. Continuing on, let's see. He won the First World War, established the first peace conference in world history, Hague in 1898. Public education was made free, primary education made compulsory from 1908. 100,000 schools were opened every year between 1894 and 1913. Income tax fluctuated between 3.1% and 5%, 7 to 8 times lower than the British Empire, which controlled many overseas colonies, including India, African countries, etc. Again, we've argued about military conscription, like, last stream. It's like, the only time I really take issue with military conscription is for a country that's, like, doing evil. Like Israel. But many times, like military conscription it's a necessary evil. It's kind of what I said last time. It's a necessary evil. But you'd also want to. But the thing is, the reason why that's the case, the reason why that's there, it really depends on the country. Like I said, like Greece and Turkey have compulsory conscription because Greece and Turkey have been at each other's throats for a long fucking time. That is a fact. Many people are not fans of it. Neither am I. But I see it as a necessary evil. Let's see. Let's continue. It's 7:30. I haven't gotten a ping back from Vera at all. That's odd. Pathfinder, if you can, try to ping her on your end. Yeah, Russia was the defender of its own territory. Yeah. Like in Muslim nations, like that is pretty common. And the term of service varies between country to country. Sometimes it is just a year. Sometimes it is just a year. Other times it's a little longer. Let me see. I could look this up real quick while we wait. How long is military service in Greece? It's been a hot minute since I looked it up. For Greece, it's a year. It's like you basically get conscripted for about a year. Again, it varies in other countries. And sometimes, you know, the terms of conscription are not fair. We could absolutely argue that too, like the conditions. It's not, though. It's causing rebellion, discontent, bad discipline, terrible consequences on families. Again, kind of so depends on the country, not the system as a whole. If you're from like a Muslim country, I could see that. But for a lot of Western countries that have like mandatory conscription, it's about a year. Hi Raisin, how are you? In World War I, what would you rather have happened? A bunch of invaders steamroll your border? If you don't have a cohesive means of raising an army in a defensive war, you can't really keep your country for very long unless you have a long-standing tradition of citizens being armed. Yep, that's also true, Dusty. America is one of the only few countries, and this is something I would absolutely keep in my ideal monarchy, is the citizens are also armed and are trained how to use firearms. Like that would be mandatory. Continuing on with the post while we wait for Vera Volta. Overall farmer, peasant, and Cossack land ownership skyrocketed from 133 to 261 million hectares. I think that's how you say that. 100% of all farmland in Asian Russia, Siberia is controlled by Russian farmers. 90% of all farmland in European Russia is controlled by Russian farmers. The Russian Empire during Nicholas II's reign was undoubtedly the most Christian supremacist country in the whole world. Between 1894 and 1917, 10,000 completely new churches and cathedrals were built, more than anywhere in the world. 250 new monasteries were constructed. Remember, Russia was an Orthodox nation, especially at that time. Indeed, how the mighty have fallen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hi, Phoenix. Sorry if I forgot to acknowledge you. My apologies, my friend. During his entire reign, the Tsar refused to dissolve the Pale of Settlement, despite enormous pressure from the international community. Gee whiz, I wonder who they are. Did Russia have a sizable population of other denominations too, like Catholics? Yeah, there were definitely some some Catholic Russians. It's not like current day Russia, where it's basically like a split of like Orthodox, Catholicism and like the evangelical types. Funnily enough. Let's see. The monetary wealth of the average Russian increased almost threefold, which can be seen in smaller account holdings of Russian banks. Savings increased from 330 million to 1.2 billion rubles between 1894 and 1908. The number of this is about my kind, horses. Wait, we're talking about lolcows? Let's see. Okay, looks like Vera Volta is ready, so also open. Okay, I will get let me get the room set up then, and then you guys can meet Miss Vera Volta. So let's see. Okay. Okay, I have sent you the invite. Sorry about that, I assume. See, okay, gotcha. Okay. Um, testing, testing. Can you hear me? Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see. Now, we are going to go to the lovely city park of Minneapolis. You know, my jester, he, today is Juneteenth, so I let him click-clack away on his computer, talking about the people he worships on a daily basis. So he's not here he's not here right now. As much as he'd like to be in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, I said no, he cannot come because I think he'd be really weird around you. Yeah. But anyways. Oh. Me? I could... That's... Here, let me raise up your volume then. I'll raise you up to 160. Yeah, try now. Try speaking now. Should be better. My friend Dusty likes your model. I see. Like this. Like my tongues. Or my aura arms. Yeah, they haven't really been, I haven't had much of a need to throw hands, but this might be an excuse of who we're going to be talking about tonight. And they just if I need them to pop out, then they pop out. They're pretty helpful, but they're great for throwing hands. Yeah. Oh, it's the music. Okay. Let me adjust the volume then. I don't know. It shouldn't be this loud. I have it on pretty silent. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, hi, Rexus. How are you? He's another one of my mods. Let's see. Who else do we have in chat? Dunksty on Kick. How are you, man? Welcome. But before I introduce you to the Lolcow of tonight, I am just gonna run downstairs and grab me some drinks. Keep the chat entertained while the horse orange is away. I'm back. Huh. Okay, let me increase. I'm just gonna increase you all the way to 200. OBS, I have, so everything, like, desktop audio-wise, that's, I have everything on the proper channels. But let me see. Everything is matching up. I could just see. Yeah, no, everything's matched up fine. Oh, wait, Rexus, you actually can't hear her? And Pathfinder's asking if it's maybe on your end. Huh. That's weird. Here, I am going to see. Oh my goodness, I am retarded. I am retarded. The whole thing, it was on the wrong channel on Discord the whole time.
That's what I thought. That's what I figured.
Man, okay, now everything is good. We could finally hear the rat lady speak. I'm sorry for the audio issues.
More sense, and I am sorry for being late. It's just that I was not clear about time zone.
I see. A VTuber stream without scuff is like faith without works.
Yeah, very
that's
true.
That's a good one, Dunsty. That's a good one. Alrighty. Now I think now is a good time for us to. I'm gonna stop the Kmart Wave music. And I'm going to introduce you to Dan Sobel.
I'm so scared.
So basically, he's this guy, right? I'm gonna give you a bit of a very, very succinct summary of the guy. He is this guy who is absolutely obsessed with, like, baby shows. Like, I think he calls himself the Dan the My Little Pony and Sophia the First fan.
Okay.
Are you?
I've heard that
My Little Pony and Sophia the First, Vera Volta.
That I will say I was a My Little Pony teenager. I did see quite a few of our interesting Lolcows, like, in real time. Like,
you were Digibro?
Yeah, no, I remember him when he kept, like, his perversions more, like, under the radar. And then I remember eventually running into him again whenever he's talking about children all the time. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Knowing where he went down. Ugh.
Yeah. Supposedly he's not a lolicon anymore, but now I think he thinks he's a woman, so win some, you lose some.
I have a feeling he's probably lying about him not being a lolicon anymore.
Yeah, I don't think that just goes away.
Being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff requires, like, pretty serious therapy to really get rid of.
Very true.
Dan he's not a lolicon. I will let you know. He sticks solely around Western animation. I don't think he's all about that anime stuff. Not that we know of. But
lolicon in general is just, like, child characters. So in theory.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to introduce you to Dan in a more in-depth summary of Dan from Saturated Content. Have you seen his stuff before?
Yeah, I have watched some of his stuff before. He's one of the more decent ones. I think it's his burger one that I watch the most.
I see. But let's learn about Dan Sobel, shall we?
Make sure to share your screen.
Oh, yes. I am just all sorts of frazzled tonight, aren't I?
It's fine, yeah.
Alright.
It would be funny. I could just react to it without being able to see it. That could be an interesting exercise.
I guess. And Dusty is saying Vlad, and referencing Vlad the Impaler. Oh, Dusty, you're gonna be saying that a lot more once we get into greater details about him.
The video you are about to watch
boy,
is
oh.
extremely unpleasant. If you are interested in a hopeful,
Okay, speak
uplifting
quiet.
story
Turn off
or
the
a look
mind.
at the brighter side of life, you might as well stop watching right now.
Yes,
If
Rexus,
a happy
he is a
ending
brony.
important to you, you would certainly be better off with something else. In this video, not only is there no happy ending, there is no happy beginning, and very few happy things in the middle. This is because not very many happy things have happened in the niche physical media collecting community.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. And now that Marcus made mention to it, introduce yourself. You see, I am all kind of getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah, I am a Catholic lab rat VTuber. I'm married to my dude, so there's that. He introduced me to a lot of gun stuff, so was one of my main like when I was doing more reaction content, I was mostly doing like firearms stuff. I'd also have like an accounting background, so I would watch a bunch of Caleb Hammer and scream at that. Now it's gotten kind of boring because it's like it's all the same. If everyone's a mess, then no one's a mess.
No grand
And
design.
then-
Vera's not my wife.
Yeah, I depends on the revolver. I've had like positive experiences, but then I also have like what's it called? Like the really tiny one. I think it was a Derringer, and it did not work well. It did not work well at all. It's like super broken. But that's kind of expected. And more like 2257 because I'm still basically a noob.
I see. Yeah, my mod Dusty is quite the gun nut. He loves talking guns.
Yeah, my dude is a big gun dude. He's got quite a few toys. He's got a BAR. He's got a Grand.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fancy.
Yeah, no, he gets all kinds of fun stuff. He's the provider, so he gets to get what he wants.
Makes sense.
A shroud rests upon the young audience.
Caleb Hammer, I'll explain this briefly before I play the video. Caleb Hammer, he is like this financial guy. He's most known for his series called Financial Audit. And Financial Audit is a series where he basically just like rips on people for their shitty spending habits.
Yeah, basically. It used to be a bit more productive than it is now. It's still entertaining now, but sometimes it gets like, kind of exhausting when everyone's the worst ever, you know?
If nobody's the worst ever, then well, you know the syndrome quote.
You were trying to yeah. That's what I was trying to say with the incredible stuff. But
Community. That shroud's name is
Oh right,
Dan
Blue's
Sobel,
Clues. I
a
forgot
man
he's
with
a
lot
super
to
fan of
say
Blue's
and little
Clues.
to hide.
okay,
This story will
can
bring
get
to light
behind that
the
before
dark and
they
twisted things
the
going on
reboot.
beneath the surface.
Yeah, I would show
that
my kids the
story
original Blue's
starts
Clues by the time I have them.
Right now.
Yeah.
Dan
Same.
Sobel, aka Dan the My Little Pony and Sophia.
Oh,
the
okay, of
First
course.
Fan
Can
is
you
a
pause real
twist-
quick?
Yeah.
Of course it's Fluttershy. It's always Fluttershy with these ones. Every
I've
time.
noticed that too. I don't know what it is with that character in particular that just like attracts all these degenerates when, at least to my knowledge, it's been so long since I've seen that show too. She's like the really, shy is in her name, and like she doesn't really seem like the type to, fulfill these degenerates' sexual fantasies.
Well, no, I think that's the appeal. Like so another thing that I'm doing is I'm working on like a big like anti-Lolicon project where I'm gonna try to do like a video series on that. So I haven't been as productive in my own streams and stuff because it's more like behind the scenes. But one thing that I've noticed a lot is with certain characters, like I think it's Yukari from Girls in Panzer, is another like shy, doesn't have friends, and it's like she's me for real, but it's also like they're easier to manipulate and control.
I see. Am I a game industry insider? No, I think that the games industry would really hate my guts.
Rabbit hole of child enthusiast behavior zoophile tendencies.
Oh yeah,
great.
MGTOW Phoenix
Zoophile
basically
too.
repeated what you just said in the YouTube
physical
chat.
media collecting and
Yeah.
Go animate communities. If you were to ever
Oh,
stumble
Youper,
upon
what's
a
up?
Sobel classic, it more than likely would be one of his hundreds kids songs dubbing TikToks.
Oh no.
Dan is obsessed
Oh,
with children's
boy.
I
media.
forgot about these.
Not like your favorite Nickelodeon
Oh, boy.
sitcom shows, more like actual infant baby shows.
Just imagine children cancer. Oh.
Huh.
I think we've been shown mercy. I think we've been shown mercy by God tonight.
Okay. I'm so curious though.
They're bad. They're really bad.
Okay, from like a Justin RPG to
When he's not
I don't know who'd be on the
pseudo-
good side of the scale.
Um,
Where does it land?
The good side of the scale would be, I guess, Liquid Chris.
Yeah,
Talk
okay, yeah.
about
Liquid
that
Chris
stuff,
would
'cause
be yeah.
Liquid Chris actually knows how to sing.
Yeah.
It's on the Justin RPG side of things.
Yeah.
But he's
Oof.
not like making it like he's not like making things like sexual or whatever. He's just singing the songs from the shows and that he's trying to sing over, and he just does it really poorly. And ugh.
I mean, they tend to be kind of tone deaf, the Lolcows, you know.
Yes.
singing nursery rhymes, you can find him doing eccentric dances to children's shows.
You get to see more of his dancing. Isn't
Nice
he such a good
beanbag.
dancer?
Better than me.
Oh no.
Is this a
Is this
college?
a-
Where is he?
I don't know. It looks like a college or community center.
Huh. Wait, was he in Shrek colors?
Wonder if he got the trans idea from Blue's Clues. Dan? No, Dan's
If things don't
not a
really knock
T
your
not a T
boots
word.
off, you can appreciate an ill-fitted belly-showing t-shirt with your family room's blanket tied around your neck as a cape dance.
Oh my goodness.
You'll also occasionally stumble upon nightmare horror show duets that haunt you.
As an enjoyer of lots of preschool shows, even in my 20s, I am sorry that this man represents my kind. I do not claim him. The thing is, there's a difference between you and Dan. You appreciate the shows in the sense of like the lessons that they teach and how they could carry even into adulthood. The act, like, you know, how well it tries to, you know, message to kids, you know, the stuff that you know, somebody like you is capable of understanding and applying by the time you have kids. Dan is the exact fucking opposite of that.
You as you try to fall asleep.
Oh god. Is that a filter?
What the hell is this? What the hell is this?
Dan's content varies video to video. Sometimes he's doing a dance, other times he's cursing out children and threatening to cut their private parts off.
Yes, this is what I wanted to get to.
What?
Vera, he is known for just yelling at the top of his lungs at literal children and then telling them to just do horrible things to themselves. He's like dogs eating dog 6 in that regard.
I don't think I've heard of that guy specifically.
I remember tormenting back when I was Scurvy Rum. I remember tormenting Kite and Chaz of Chronic's Warband. I remember tormenting him with dogs eating dog 6. He's like this guy who's like really obsessed with Paper Mario and just like screams at the top of his lungs about Modern Family Guy.
Interesting.
Lois is doing this out of character. She's doing this, and then Brian is doing this other bad thing that is out of character. He gets so into it. It's so funny.
So is he like a more yelly like enter? Like Mr. Enter?
Dogs Eating Dogs 6, yeah. He also made really, and still does actually, he makes really cringy, like, covers of, like, instrumental Mario songs.
Huh.
And you know, he has stopped yelling at kids. I will tell you that he has stopped yelling at kids. He even apologized too. Something.
Oh, that's something.
I don't think Dan has done. It is a rare thing for a lolcow to take accountability for their actions.
Very true, very true.
In this compilation, you can begin to see his personality and the quirks associated with his content.
Boom. Oh, motherfucker. Like you mentioned Butts 12. Bro, that guy is the saltiest Splatoon player who ever lived. I wouldn't, like, there's not enough on him, in my opinion, to do, like, a Lolcow Spotlight personally. But he just, like, every time something goes wrong, and he just starts yelling. I was reminded of myself when I was like, 15 and like raging at Splatoon. I was like, I used to be like this, but at least it's like, I was like
a teenager
back then. I was a teenager. And he is like, I think older than me. I'm 26. And he's older than me. And it's just like, like, come on. If you want to scream and rage at a game, go play Deadlock. You get to say all sorts of fun things in the chat too.
But cha-cha-la-la, boom, boom, bop. Here is your letter with a stamp on top.
Oh, wait, is he trying? I remember that book. It took me a second. The weird, like, one where they keep on going up a tree and then they all, like, fall or whatever.
What's the book?
What's that called? Is it Chicka Chicka Boom Boom or something?
Maybe?
This is your old pal, Dan Sobel here. And today, I'm going to be showing you something that's very different about me. Do you know what's different about me? Yep, I'm wearing a new pair of sunglasses.
Okay.
Yes! Hooray! Today is finally my 26th birthday! Hey, the VCR King doesn't like you, the VCR
That's his other name that he goes by, the VCR King.
The VCR King doesn't like you, has to be the greatest of our plans. And I can't find him anywhere!
Like any other degenerate on this channel, like flies to shit, they can't help themselves from making food review content.
I forgot about these.
Oh boy.
Saturated is he nails it on the head. Why do they all do food reviews? Why?
It's easy. It's easy.
I guess.
It's an excuse it's an excuse to get fast food. It's for my review.
That is true. It's like, oh, they think they can make a buck off just eating goy slop in their car or wherever they are. And Dunksy says it best, gluttony. It's just monetizing gluttony.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole genre of that, mostly on the girl world side.
Like Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reed.
Yep. Oh, Nekakato too, yeah.
Oh yeah. Nekakato has such low testosterone that he might as well be lumped up in with those two.
Well, it's not just women, it's also gay men in girl world. So there's like there are honorary girls too for some reason.
Yes.
My rating
good
for
one,
the
good
bacon
one,
and
grand design.
Swiss
Trisha
Royal
Paytas,
Crispy
she's
sandwich
here
and the
too.
new frozen pink
Yeah,
lemonade.
she's in that category.
I'm probably gonna give it like a 17.8 out of 10.
Because of Dan's fascination with all
That is weirdly specific. And
why 17.8? Why that number?
Yeah, it's so oddly specific, and Is that Popeyes? Was he really like gushing over Popeyes?
1738. Oh man. Yes, I think that was like Popeyes or Burger King.
Oh, they're both terrible options. Both terrible options.
All things infant. We even see him imitate characters from time to time, like his Cookie Monster cookie review.
Hello there, it's me, Cookie Monster, and Dan
he does
Sobel
character
is
impressions
on break
too.
from videos
Oof.
right now because today, me taking over
It's
for
not
Dan Sobel's
a great
taste test video
impression.
today, and taste test video.
Should have put a mask on or something.
Cookie Monster hates this impression. Hang Dan Sobel.
It's better. It's a better impression. I'll say that.
Yes. That was me not even trying, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Today is cookies. Cookie.
Oh, so he eats like Will Stancil too, huh? Just a total slob.
As if that's not bad enough.
Well,
Dan
that was
also feels
the
inclined to
decent part of the
divert
impression.
into
That is how
hot
Cookie
take
Monster eats
political
cookies.
opinions like rejecting
Yes,
Donald
like how
Trump
Will Stancil eats
because
tacos.
he, and I quote, was
I don't think
arrested
I've
for being
witnessed that.
racist, which is ironic because Dan has, on a multitude of occasions, used the hard R in a demeaning and derogatory way towards others.
Saying that Donald
I forgot he's done that before.
Wait.
He has more guts than most people on this platform, if I say so
Is-
myself.
There's two breeds of Lolcow. There is the ones who drop the hard R, and then there's generally the ones who are like the anti-racist ones. There are the two types of Lolcow.
And there's no middle ground. Like these people, they don't know. It's like you know maybe you want to save your N-bomb drops for deadlock. You won't get reported or banned for it. Just personal experience from mine.
They're a tactical nuke.
Yeah, you got to be it's called a tactical nuke for a reason. It's called that for a reason, Dan. And as for the anti-racist lolcows, they in private they probably will be dropping tactical nukes all the time in their little private circles, and then when it leaks, then they have to do the little humiliation ritual of like, no, you see, this was back a few years ago, and this is why I don't like iDubbbz these days. He's the epitome of that. Well, that and Hassan.
Yeah. The kind of normie cows.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump got arrested. Why he got arrested, you may ask? Well, it's because of his racism. So yeah, Donald Trump got arrested for racism. That is
Is this
why
like someone
he got
trolling him?
fired from the president job.
Oh, there are people who troll
So that
Dan.
means I'm
No one
starting
like
to
Clyde
lose my
Cash or
interest
whatever,
on Donald
but
Trump
just people
because
who
I'm starting to hate
you know,
him now.
like
Donald Trump is starting to become racism. That is why he got arrested for racism.
oh my
Because
goodness.
after he got fired from the president job.
Hi, Sheffo. You say P-Mert? P-Mert? I like how Chris Chan says Trump, because Chris Chan believes that if you say somebody's name backwards, you're cursing them.
Huh. That's a new one. I don't think I got a decent bit of Chris lore, but I had never heard that one. I've heard the Kursiyameha, but I haven't heard of saying their name backwards.
He
I thought it
only
was,
does this with Trump. Only with Trump.
Okay, because he did like Salil Wyam or whatever, but I think that was just to avoid like copyright when someone told him, "Oh yeah, no, you should need to change everyone's names." With Mary Lee Walsh.
Mary Lee Walsh. I remember simpler times. Simpler times before
the
incident.
Barbussy. Yeah.
Yes, before the incident, as I like to
the
call
White
it.
House.
Yeah.
Dan claims to have some sort of autistic
Actually, funny bit of
difficulty.
lore about that, I guess. I have Chris Chan art. 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 I have Chris C
Why
Like,
do I hear Berserk music playing in my head, Vera? Why do I hear Berserk music?
So the Kiwi Farms guy was getting Christian to make art so that he could eventually support himself, kind of thing. And this was right before the incident came out, and I got custom art from.
Oh, you got custom art from Chris.
I did get custom art from Chris. I didn't get it physically mailed to me because the incident was discovered by then, but a bunch of people didn't even get their art drawn at all. So the fact that I got 2 pieces of Christian art is a big deal.
That lazy fuck. Christian Weston Chandler.
He was actually being pretty good about delivering the product, but going to jail puts a little damper on it. Yeah, and I think refunds were issued once the incident was known about.
He says he struggles with interpersonal relationships and doesn't understand normal.
Let me see if I can find it, actually.
Dunksy says, be careful. He's been known for creating cursed objects. Yeah.
That's right. It's just the download. It's nothing.
Okay. Whew. Make sure you sanctify your computer then.
Easily as others. This leads him to constantly trying to form parasocial relationships with mostly kids online in order to garner sympathy.
It's because I'm going to the doctor today. The reason why I'm going to the doctor is because
Marcus
I'm
says
sick.
pray a rosary
To all
first.
of my good friends who are watching this, make sure you send me a get well message. So yeah.
Let's see, did you see how Hassan recently reacted to a chatter that got him triggered by asking if he is the guy? I might have. I haven't really been paying much attention to Hassan as of late. I know like Aiden Paladin and Spoon kind of do a little bit of Hassan watch here and there. I know they didn't cover him. I know they didn't cover him today on Broken Crown, but maybe I would probably have to ask her about that if anything. Aiden loves tracking Hassan's bullshit.
I used to watch her quite a while ago.
And she still makes stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I think it was partially whenever I saw that she was like doing weird AI filters. It's like, this just looks kind of weird, and then I stopped watching.
Yeah. She has been going through a lot of stuff with the YouTube algorithm in particular. Like, she actually has a more of like a science channel now that is a bit more like psych focused and all that. Aiden Paladin's more of like political stuff, and then Science Sybil is more of the actual like science stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not the first time somebody has actually kind of thought about it, but the difference between her and Chronic is that Aiden actually followed through with it. But I would absolutely be down to like listen to Chronic talk about all the medical shit that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once again, to all of my good friends who are watching
Marcus,
make sure you send me a get well message.
But not really at the same
Dan's
time.
big shtick online is reviewing.
She's more of a social scientist.
Yeah.
And calling out others for their incorrect opinions on shows. This is the tipping point for where all future problems will stem from.
And guess what? I just got a package. This is Yo Gabba Gabba Live. There's a Party in My City DVD. And that's a deluxe edition. So what do you think of it? Let me know in the comments. It's because Horrid Henry was being very disrespectful to his brother Peter by calling him a worm. He was also being disrespectful to his friends in class. So yeah, Horrid Henry is the worst show ever.
Enemies hide behind every corner. Sobel's actions are beginning to catch up to him. His vitriolic behavior and elitist attitude has begun.
Not really sure what this parody is specifically.
It's like some game, but I forget what it was. There's a motherfucker. There's a new Yo Gabba Gabba. What? Why?
Interesting. Interesting. I think they had the Aquabats on. The Aquabats are pretty good.
Behavior, he has developed feuds with basically everyone within this niche. The names of the people aren't really important, but it should be noted that Dan starts drama with everyone over differing of opinions. It's shocking to see someone get so upset over the fact that Mayor Queefenstein of Rainbow Vomit Kingdom didn't treat Lord Barfface kindly.
This is an angry message to the All the Dogs Go to Heaven fan. The All the Dogs Go to Heaven fan, I got something to say to you, bro. You're worse than Savage Gamer 1998, who always makes commentary videos out of me and Andy Ho. Because if you keep this up, then my friend Jeffrey Strogan is gonna keep calling you out.
That's an unfortunate name.
Stop.
Yeah.
And you're the one who needs to hate the Wiggles. And I'm also gonna bash your opinion on Blue's Clues, so you better start hating Blue's Clues. Guess what?
You see how retarded this gets? Do you see how stupid this gets? Like, no matter what, it's like, oh, you better start hating Blue's Clues.
I thought he liked Blue's Clues before, or is it like a specific instance?
I don't know, but I know he also likes this show. But I get, is he trying to basically say it's like, if you hate this show, then you also must hate this show? It's like,
maybe.
I swear, lolcows and rhetoric, they really don't mix well. They're not very good at forming their cases. It's not like they spend. This is something that I do quite frequently, and by quite frequently, I mean whenever I can. I'm quite the busy horse orange these days, job search and everything. When it comes to the videos I do research on, I do research. I take a lot of time to read the sources I'm gonna be using, so that way I don't miss context. I don't think these, the lolcows are all that capable of doing so. Even the ones who are in like the kind of the debate space. A good example I could think of
like the
is
bread tubers or type thing.
The bread tubers especially, but somebody you might not expect that would fall under this, especially as of late. Do you know who V is at all? Romanian TV?
I remember he was like the guy who liked Sargon a lot, and people made fun of him because he was annoying.
Yep. V is quite the Sargon simp, but ever since that whole thing between, if you remember the whole Goonergate thing with Melanie Mac saying, basically your preferences in games, I don't like Melanie Mac one bit. I disagree with her on
idiot,
practically everything else. But, I could agree with her. It's just like, gaming, like I was actually talking about before you got here, I think games should be more than just like, you play with one hand on your mouse and one hand on your privates.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm very anti-Gooner just in general, because I just think it's very harmful to the people who partake in it, and then also it also affects how you act towards others too.
Yeah, I noticed that it fucks up your reasoning.
Yeah, no, it's unironically is a behavioral addiction a lot of the time, and it does cause plenty of issues in that department.
Gamma, what's up?
Yeah, hi, Gamma.
Guess what, Savage Gamer 1998? I just reported you just because you bashed my opinion on Zoe the Drawing Cat. So you just got reported already. I think I have an opinion change for today.
That, Grand, I could focus on that on another stream. Not right now.
Yeah, no, I could go into that quite a bit too.
Brandon Broadway, also known as Slim Bran Me 15. Do you want to know why? It is because he put me, Brandon Hosky, and Ben Lucero on the red card.
It should come as no surprise that the other orbiters in this community are
just
also
as confused
1%
as you
on
are.
the spectrum, consistently calling each other out for not being nice enough.
And what kind of grown-ass man in his mid-20s watching?
Why do they all kind of have the same face?
I know, it's very dysgenic. I know. I'm having a hard time looking at these people too. I know.
Tony or Dora the Explorer, Barty and friends. What is up with you watching that stuff? When you ever gonna grow up, okay?
So when Dan has had enough, he has to resort to alternative medicines to quell the troll rebellion. This includes things like conjuring curses from a simple stack of playing cards.
He does the Christian thing.
needed about money. Our second card for this curse is the A of Clubs. This card means that you need to suffer from a journey by roll a vehicle.
Is this like even more retarded tarot?
And this last...
Yes. The one
Or
thing
just
you
like
should
cheap
know,
tarot, maybe.
one thing you should know, a deck of cards like this can actually be used for for tarot readings.
Yeah, no, I figure.
Card
So it's more the cheaper, I guess.
Yeah.
The tarot ladies will spend quite a bit on their tarot cards.
So I actually do own a set, but it's because I'm a JoJo fan, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm a huge fan of the show, and it's like Araki did a wonderful. I think Araki designed the card. The card's pretty cool. It's like, and the guy actually put in some extra effort in designing like the lesser stuff too, and I was like, yeah, you know what? This is pretty cool.
For part 3 stuff.
Yeah. They're mainly they're referenced in part 3, and they're also in part 7 too.
Huh.
This card means
I've done the 4, and then I haven't really had time to go further than that. 4 is my favorite though.
I've seen all of them. I think I've read a little. I think I actually used to have the whole thing of part 7 downloaded on like a computer I used to own. And then, but now that part 7's being made, it's like, okay, I could actually just watch it. And I read some bits of part 8, mainly the end.
Oh yeah, has it ended?
It's on part 9 now. It's still going.
Oh, wow.
Araki is still going at it after all this time.
Crazy.
A vestment or a sediment.
But Dan doesn't like to be treated like a man-child or a baby. Wait, do you hear that? It sounds like my calculator is malfunctioning.
222333333.
This is what I was referencing in my in my post. You getting people to watch is the grounded stuff.
Anyway, Dan will even begin to lash out towards others and threaten to have their videos removed because they archived the latest stupid shit.
Dunksty says, this guy's opinion on black people is on point for the holiday team.
He said.
Yeah, I was wondering,
only scratch the surface.
Considering your general takes, I was wondering whenever I saw a bunch of stuff on YouTube, it's like, oh, it's technically Juneteenth. And it's like, oh.
Yep, it is. I should have done this. I was thinking earlier today, it's like, I should have done this on Will Stancil. But I've had this planned out for a little bit now. I'll have to cover him next Juneteenth, I guess.
Of his debacles. There's a playlist of over 300 videos archiving Dan's meltdowns. Because I'm perplexed by the community itself, some minor qualms with Dan might fly over my head, because I'm not nuanced enough in kids' media to truly understand.
How dare you call me a man-child and a big baby in the comments in one of my videos? That is unacceptable of you to do that. I am going to give you a copyright strike.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing the chibi reviews thing now.
Yeah, honestly, this is just another Lolcow marker with freaking quartering and
Yep.
Oh shoot.
There's a lot of people who like false people. Monday
Otterly
Matt.
Noah. Monday Matt was like was the Boulder Boy, and then Otterly Noah is like a bread tuber recently did it.
Yeah, both in regarding the ongoing drama. Deem also did the same thing too, just to balance it out. I know I'm gonna get people bitching at me for that.
Yeah, I think both sides are stupid, but I think the chibi side is stupider.
And I would have to agree with that.
And if you steal my videos again, I will give you another copyright strike.
Correct,
And if
Dusty,
you steal videos from Mario Lopez or Andrew's Movie Corner, I'm gonna give you a third one, and your ass will be terminated.
With accusations that we will get to.
Dunksy, you can on Kick. I can't read the comment out on because I'm also on YouTube and Twitch.
Soon coming out. People
This-
began dogpiling on Dan.
I
leading
feel
to
like
his
that would
most
have
infamous
to
freak
be a
out,
general
calling
thing
out
about
multiple
Chibi if you want to
different
know why
people in the
Chibi's more
community.
stupid.
Because I am starting to get very, very angry, and it's making me want to rage my voice right now. I now hate Vinny the social media guy, Devin Osborne, Jose Crespin, and Lance White. Do you guys want to know why I hate Vinny the social media guy?
Dusty and Sheffa,
Devin
looks like you guys are
Osborne, Jose
arguing
Crespin, and
across
Lance
platform.
White? It is because they exposed me on the Google Meets, and they also blocked me on Facebook Messenger. And they also thinks I was taking jokes that are very mean and very harshful, which I did not even mean to take a joke like that.
I was thinking
And
the
Devin
same
Osborne
thing.
thinks I was
Harshful.
insulting Maddie Nelson, which I didn't even do so.
That's like a retarded version of harmful opinions.
I guess.
Harshful opinions.
Harshful opinions. I swear, if I were to tell Spoon to message harmful opinions, your new name is now Harshful Opinions. Deal with it. I have a feeling harmful would be like, is that really the case, Mr. South African Spoon? And then Spoon would be like, actually, it was this guy who thinks he's a horse orange on the internet told me to do this.
Yeah.
I love doing funny stuff like that, though, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Does he answer your DMs and shit?
So I'm actually part of a server that has Spoon on it. I'd love to see if we could get harmful opinions on it sometime. We actually have a lot of cool people on here on that server. It's hosted by my friend Okairo. If he were to stop by, I'm sure he'd make himself known. It's primarily for like other monarchists, but he does have like some other people who he was like, yeah, you know, you're cool. You could come on here.
I was more just asking about Spoon in general than other than versus harmful, because I'm not sure if you'd
they get
harmful, but
they're friends. Harmful opinions. Harmful's not a monarchist.
No, he's not. He's not.
But harmful opinions and Spoon, like they get along with each other very well.
What is wrong with you, Vinny? Devin Osborne, Jose Crespin, and Lance! What's wrong with you? Because I am severely done with you all! I am done with you! You made me very
I'm glad
angry.
I don't have this on full blast.
You made me very
I think
angry.
your ears might be a bit much.
I'm done with you both. Seriously done with you. Goodbye!
Later I'm gonna have to get my phone, because I thought I had the Chris Chan pictures on my computer, but I do not see them. I know they're on my phone, though.
For Sobel for the days of reckoning have arrived at his door. The reprehensible actions have come home to roost, and a collection of detractors are here to lay down the law. Dan might be determined to try and move past these accusations, but will he be able to?
We're gonna get into the deeper shit now.
Okay, because so far it just seems like a general man, like average man child, you know?
Which led to
it gets
arguably
deeper
his
than
biggest
saturated stuff. I have more stuff.
Girl named Bella
I got more
Harris,
stuff.
where during a dispute he told her to shove her fingers into her private parts.
Take this middle finger with you. Keep it with you. Shove it up your dick and leave.
Here, we'll go back in case you didn't catch that.
Controversy with an 8-year-old girl named Bella Harris.
He's telling this to an 8-year-old girl.
Where during a dispute, he told her to shove her fingers into her private parts.
Take this middle finger with you. Keep it with you. Shove it up your dick and leave Calvin Nance, aka Sir Calvin, Andrew's Movie Corner, Mario Lopez, and the rest of my friends alone. Now, take this thumbs down with you. Keep it with you. Shove it up your butt. And leave me and Andy Ho alone.
Dunksy says, who does he think he is? Destiny?
Oh, God.
He'll be somebody I will cover in the future. And yes, he actually, and yes, Marcus, he actually is. He even admitted that he had such fantasies before.
Oh, boy.
This event
Great.
compounded with a TikTok of Dan nearly naked changing in front of his mostly kid audience and an alleged Google Hangouts meeting with 3 alleged underage children, where Dan discussed sexual topics and even got naked in front of them, leading to Dan being labeled as a nonce.
What? What are we doing here?
He's I agree, Marcus, but I have a feeling he's probably sterilized himself in one way or another.
But like every other incident,
The
Dan
blue
would
dog or
run
something?
and give a totally legit and honest
Probably like a
rebuke of
plushie.
the accusations.
How dare you call me a pedophile? I'm not a pedophile. I'm innocent.
Multiple
Have you ever seen that
response videos were
I
made
Sierra song?
I don't think I have.
Oh, you need to see it. I have it like lined up as like it's one of my in the running for my I might use this as like edit in one of my videos for the Lolcow stuff. So I think I've got it in one of my research documents. Just give me a sec.
I see. Oh, my friend Damien sent me a result of his deadlock match. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he went 20-3 and as Yamato and 37 assists. Oh my goodness.
Dang.
Yeah, it seems like all the enemy team was just like feeding. And oh yeah, it seems like he got MVP. Oh wait, I might know who this person is. I might know.
Yeah. Her song is special. I highly recommend her song.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I will have to take your word for it.
around this time calling out Dan for his behavior.
He literally put on his pajamas in every single video on TikTok. Like he is attracted to children. But that is not okay.
Like any other Lolcow online, people began chomping at the bits to lure Dan into
Like-
another exposure.
I just want to see how he got that connection.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing if I'm being honest, but
yeah,
as
you're not
somebody on the spectrum myself, sometimes there are you know, our heightened sense of pattern recognition will just do wonders.
Okay.
Including a man trying to entice Dan to show his feet on camera.
That's magenta.
Show me your feet. Show me your feet, Dan. Show me your feet.
Oh,
okay.
No. It's disgusting.
You sure?
Dan Schneider, is that you, says Marcus?
Show your feet. Show your feet. Show your feet.
Okay, well, all right. So,
oh my god, I love
I need to
it.
take a screenshot and then send this to a friend of
man
mine.
named Sheldon has documented.
Must I go back? Must I go
I'll
back?
do it later. I'll do it on my own time. It's fine. I'll send him a
Okay,
timestamp or
okay.
something.
And argued with
He
Dan
hates
on
speed.
multiple occasions, including in the DMs and online video
I see.
chats. To start off the expose, I want to begin a little lighthearted and acknowledge the bumbling buffoon that Dan can be.
Listen, Bailey, I don't drink wine or beer. I only drink Pepsi. I heard your life story that you just hurt your leg after you fell off your bike. I really apologize for what happened to you.
Dan begins listing off all of his show preferences.
Dunksy
from-
says, I don't want to know what his foot finder rating is. What?
Ittle Bittle Baby all the way up to full-grown man shows.
Not only do I like little kid shows, I also like big kid shows like Danny Phantom, Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, The Fairly Odd Parents,
Not sure if that's a
SpongeBob
big
SquarePants,
kid show, but
Clarence,
that's not a big
Teen
kid show.
Titans Go, the
These are also not big kid shows.
Wow,
maybe
wow.
maybe the original Teen Titans. Danny Phantom's arguable.
Let's see.
Most of these are just slightly older kid shows.
Yes. If you were to say something like, I don't know, like South Park or American Dad or
Those are
or-
quote unquote adult animation. It's more Avatar or something. It would be like,
Yes,
okay,
something
I
like
get
that.
you. That's a big kid show.
Or better, you want a big kid show? Watch Netflix Carmen Sandiego. Why not just watch the original? The original one's just fine.
Amazing World of Gumball, and many others. And
Gumball. I mean, I know I like that show personally. Like, there's a lot of funny moments that can absolutely be. They're still really funny to me. Like out and in of context, it's a good show.
Yeah, no,
It's
I've seen some pretty good clips. Yeah.
To say it's a big kid show though, I don't know.
The only adult shows that I like are.
And again, my favorite
Seinfeld,
anime is
The Big Bang Theory,
Bo.
Friends, The Office.
Not sure what that one is.
Basically, it's like a satire of like the shonen genre.
Okay.
It's a parody. It's primarily a parody of Fist of the North Star, but as it goes along, it becomes more of its own thing.
Interesting.
Everybody loves Raymond.
It's really
and
funny.
everybody hates crap.
One recommendation: watch it in English. Watch it in English. The cast is stellar. Also, the jokes will land a lot more because there's a lot of like in the Japanese version. Like I get the jokes because I've done a lot of like research into like Japanese culture or whatnot. But it's like in my mind, the jokes land a bit better in English. And I think it also has to do with the voice cast too. The Japanese one is really good, has some legendary names like Takahito Koyasu. Like he voices Dio from JoJo and Zato one from Guilty Gear. That's just two of his roles that he's voiced over the years. He's voiced a lot of characters. But yeah, I personally like the English cast a bit more.
Yes.
As mentioned earlier,
I'm not sure if Aquabats is adult. Dragon Ball Z is kind of older teenager adult-ish kind of.
Yeah.
Racist who has gone after people with slurs on.
I could go for some spider eggs about now and jelly donuts. These donuts are great. Jelly filled are my favorite.
Oh, the whenever the freaking with the rice in Pokemon with the 4 kids.
I was expecting you to finish the line.
But yeah, it's trying to like figure out exactly whenever. But yeah,
nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. There, I did your job for you.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a while, but I vaguely remember that. Yeah, no, they treated the rice things like they're jelly donuts for some reason.
Yep.
On multiple occasions. But we've discovered that he was radicalized.
The 4 Kids actors get made fun of that all the time. They run with it too.
I also remember the part when Peter Griffin fell down the stairs while saying bad words. That's the only thing that I remember. That is where the N-word just came from. Because Mr. Marshall did say the N-word in Wheel of Fortune in an episode of South Park. That is where the...
I know what episode he's talking about. I quote that one like to my around my family all the time. It's a tradition at this point.
I think I've seen the screenshot, but I don't think I've seen that specific South Park episode.
It's basically about where after
during
the Wheel of Fortune thing, Randy is about to answer the final puzzle, right? And the letters are that of the N-bomb, but with the I missing. And Randy just
I've seen
blurts it, and then the rest of the episode it's him trying to live with the fact that he's like he wasn't using it to be like offensive or whatnot. He thought he was he thought he was solving a puzzle. And
it was supposed to be an A though, not an I.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an A, and it's like Randy made quite the mistake, and basically he meets up with other people who have said the N-word on national television, and it just becomes quite the funny scenario where eventually a law gets passed where it's like, if you cannot say N-word and guy in the same sentence. You have to say 7 words in between of that before you if you say the N-word, you have to say 7 words before you use the word guy.
Interesting. Oh, I'll have
The
to check that out at
category
some
is
point.
People who annoy you.
The racism came from.
In a more serious moment of the interaction, Dan admits to being a child enthusiast and pushing the line by targeting children's privates as points of contention in his twisted mind.
Yes, Sheldon, I understand. And for what I've realized was wrong, and that considers as a pedophilia. But I was not even alone in that video. Cameron Rons, formerly known as Shadow 14.0, was in that video with me. Okay, Sheldon, the reasons why
make it
I had
worse.
to say that to Jenny Lynch about her own private parts about cutting that off is because Jenny Lynch has been doing bad things to one of my friends, such as Jose Crespin. First of all, you don't ever call me a sicko.
Oh yeah, I
And
remember
secondly,
Dusty, I remember.
I've already regretted for what I did. For telling a little girl to do something like that. Because I've already regretted for what I've done. And that was one of my wrongdoings that I regretted.
Do you, Dan?
Everyone in the chat begins telling Dan that he needs help and needs to go to a therapist.
This is a literary
But Dan
technique
stands
called
tall
foreshadowing.
and says he's an adult
boy.
and has a job. Therefore, his behavioral specialist will have to do.
Well, to tell you this, I already have a job. I
What?
work at Designer Shoe Warehouse. Because that's where I go to work.
Oh, no. Definitely not Andrew Ditch core. Definitely not Andrew Ditch. Because if it was Andrew Ditch, he'd be talking about shit and diapers all day.
Andy Ditch isn't even funny. It's just
rage-inducing.
Yeah.
He's
He's just abusive and annoying. There's like no point to watch him.
I have, every time I listen, but for me, it's like, every time, Saturated or Smokey or Kiwi Tapes upload something about Andy Ditch, I am obliged to watch it or listen to it while I'm playing a game, and like the amount of just like sheer bloodlust that flows through me, it's just like I'm able to perform exceptionally well at whatever game I play the moment I listen to Andrew Ditch speak.
Yeah, no, he's frustrating. I know that Turkey Town did like a huge compilation of them. It's like, who has gotten to the end of this? Because this is just like, there's nothing entertaining about this. It's just frustrating. It's just pure frustration.
He's maddening, but I can't stop. I can't stop just whenever he does some new bullshit, I'm just like, oh goodness me, what has he gotten up to now? And I am just, curiosity gets the better of me.
Yeah.
At least for that one. I don't really care much about other lolcows like Tofiachu or whatever. It's like I kind of know
that one I'll check on every once in a while. I want to see if
I'm being honest, me too.
If she's left the shelter or something. It's like, I'm curious.
But
honestly,
a lot of the more TikTok lolcows these days it's just like Are these actual lolcows, or are these just weird people that you find online? I think there's also a bit of a difference between the two. There's a difference between World of T-shirts and I don't know, maybe somebody else Kiwi Tapes has covered.
Yeah. I feel like there's a certain, you gotta have enough feats to be a true lolcow, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just feels like here's random internet user number 42, and I don't know. It's kind of weird, I guess.
Yeah, that is something, a bit of a critique I have about modern Kiwi farms. It's just I get it, right? That I wouldn't I don't like some a lot of the people that they make OPs about, right? But are they truly lolcows, or are they or are they just people on the internet people should just dislike? Like, there's a difference, because you also need to be able to get, like, repeated results to make lulls.
True. Though in general, it's just it functions as a general like gossip website in general. So
True.
But I'm a trained professional. And listen, guys, do you really think I'm using
Professional
autism as
in
an
what,
excuse?
Dan?
Think again. I was not using autism as an excuse. The real reason why I have autism is because I have behavioral problems. And no, I don't go to a therapist. I only go to a behavioral specialist.
Dan ends the chat with a scout's honor to never prey on children ever again.
I promise that I'll never do criminal stuff anymore.
You see, this is... You see how just bad this gets? It goes from, like, oh, you know, he's just some guy who, like, rants about baby shows, and then it just turns into this. You see... You see how bad this gets?
I guess to some degree, I would like to see a little bit more of like, yeah, he knew that this chick was 8 when he said that kind of thing. Where it's like a little bit more proof other than, it turns out you were talking to a child the whole time, and it's like, wow, whoops. It's, I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit more on that before I like go like, yeah, this guy like really needs to get dogged on, you know?
I see. And then Dunksty says, way to incriminate yourself, Dan.
Yeah.
For real this time.
In another meeting with Dan, we get more clarity on some of the depravity that Dan has engaged in, including an alleged Patreon that Dan ran for weird sexual gratification. I'm not sure the validity of this because fake rumors like Dan getting arrested have circulated through this community before.
Okay, but like Dan Sobel made
I really don't want to see this.
Gold D. Roger, huh? He's part of this community too.
To making out with his dog before, at least during one.
What the hell is this?
Huh? Okay, I need to go back.
Dan admits to making out with his dog before, at least during one occasion.
Oh, by the way, Sheldon, I am a zoophile for licking the dog's tongue, Sheldon.
Dan just said that he licked a dog's tongue before. That's disgusting.
On purpose?
It seems like that's the angle he's saying it with.
Is he not just like doing white girl, like kissing it on the mouth, and then it gets in there accidentally, or? Oh yeah, your story, Youper, is pretty crazy. Yeah, it's like a special needs guy.
What the fuck, Youper? What?
Yeah, you know, he's told that story a few times. It's pretty crazy.
Oh my goodness. Ugh, that's vile.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad, but
yeah, that's. I feel bad for the dog.
Yep.
But dogs' mouths are cleaner than human mouths, guys. They have enzymes. You know, Dunksty's making a joke. Yes, and I agree, Marcus. Humanity does disgust me.
Zoophile, Dan.
I already told you that I was, and I licked the dog's tongue, and that's why I'm revealing my true colors to Sheldon.
Why would you do that?
I'll just move on from people that don't like me. That's what I could do.
And that will last approximately.
Not address the problem?
They're trying to tell me. Let's move on. So,
who cares?
Instead of going after my haters again, I'm just gonna move on.
Dan makes a half-hearted apology where he
I just want to know why he's using cadence. No one cares about cadence.
And admitting his depraved past.
He forced people to buy stuff, so I had to copy the exact same way he did back in 2021. I did tell Bella Harris.
Yeah, no, see, cadence is it's like no one in like MLP really cares about cadence. She's kind of boring. She was literally just made to sell toys.
I see.
Private parts.
Like even more than the others.
She was young. And
yeah, I see.
Sent that threat to Randy and Reese, which caused Christopher Leon to be mad at me. And I did show myself naked on a Google Meets.
Hold on, wait.
Which is
Okay,
featuring
that's definitely
minors,
degenerate. Yeah, okay.
which
I'm
I
convinced.
really regret for what I did.
On Leaping Lemur's video about Dan, the top...
I hate Leaping Lemur.
Me too. This was before all this about Lemur got exposed. So
Okay, here's
just
the
giving
thing.
Giving you some
Here's the thing.
little heads up here.
Lemur was shitty at his job the whole time. Because I remember when I first came across Lemur and I tried to watch his videos, and it's like, this is trash. He's not funny. This is just trash. This is all just like little nitpicks, and this is kind of gay. And then I remember when Tofia's like brother died, and it's like, this is all Tofia's fault. And it's like, Bruddy, her brother just died? What the hell? It's the guy who shot her brother's fault. It's not her fault that her brother's dead.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I remember watching like a video or two of Lemur when I was covering Lolcows, like back when I was Scurvy Rum. To say the least, there's definitely better creators out there. I was like, yeah, there's definitely better people out there. I'm gonna stick with them. They're better at this job. And then seeing Lemur being exposed, I was just like,
for me, it's like I knew it. Like it's like it was just a matter of time. It was clear that this guy already had the Lolcow gene, and we just needed more evidence of it. Like there's another saga where he was like, there's like one of those content farms that like steals people's content. And it was funny. I remember watching it on stream where he's like, oh, I've exposed this guy who steals my content or whatever. And I work super hard on my content. It takes me days to research these. And then I remember one of my main like chatters was like, if it takes you this long and stuff, you should quit this. You're terrible at it. If you're putting your effort into this, you are like shitty at your job.
What about a Leaping Lemur Lolcow Spotlight? Maybe. But honestly, he's kind of fucked off from the internet. Youper says Leaping Creamsicle. No!
Comment comes from someone who was allegedly in this Google Hangout with Dan. The person says they masqueraded as a kid to entice Dan, and it worked. Dan expressed overt sexual attraction to them and tried to engage in inappropriate conversations with them. Dan has expressed little interest in actually reforming himself, but hopes this apology will do the trick.
That was really my fault for what I did back in 2023. So yeah, that was the TikTok video that you guys just mentioned, because I did make that TikTok video back in 2023, because for what I did was very disgusting. I'm sorry for all the bad stuff I have done and everything I've caused.
Yeah, right, Dan. Yeah, right.
I did act like a man-child too, and act like a zoophile by licking my dog's tongue in front of everyone on social media.
Dan has similarities.
Maybe just say weirdo. Don't like make it. If you like acknowledge, I feel like you could phrase this better to make yourself look a little bit better, buddy. I don't know. It implies that there's more to it than just the licking when you say zoophilia, which is the licking's bad enough.
Yes, the licking is, considering I know a little bit too much about people like Dan, it's disgusting.
Have you ever watched I'm sure that you've watched the Cecil stuff on the leaks, right? On the Zoo Sadist leaks.
The who leaks?
No, Cecil McFly's video on the zoophilia leaks.
Okay, I think I have. Leaks. I think I have. Yeah, no, okay. Yes, I have listened to it. Yes.
Yeah. I think she says that her name is supposed to be pronounced Cecil, but Cecil's just easier to say.
Yeah. I truly cannot stand people like Dan, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
To extremely prominent horror cows like Chris Chan and Andy Ditch. Dan's fascination with children's media has morphed into a fascination with children alone, a danger to himself and others. One has to ask where all of this will end up. Let me know your thoughts below.
Honestly, one of the
Ooh.
things that that I think I should look into, that I'm super dreading because it's been so long since I've heard about it, and I tried to like lock as much as I could behind memory hole it, but I think I might look into Nick Bait for like the
Ooh,
creeps
that guy.
examples.
That
'Cause
guy.
it's like-
that guy's evil. Holy shit, that guy is
Yeah,
evil.
no. Like because it's one of those examples of like, oh, he kept joking about being a pedophile. Oh, surprise, he's a pedophile.
Surprise.
And it's like the Lolcow shit, wherever they like, hey, I'm just joking about being a pedophile, and it's like,
Are you? Are you? But
it's like
I
I've
will
heard that
be-
before.
Vera, I will be right back, and then we will get to our next video about Dan.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm gonna hang out with the doggo. Yeah. I wonder how old he is now. How many months has it been since Pathfinder got his dog? Oh well. Yeah. I'm kind of not super sure how much more there is to this guy. So I wonder if like a lot more has been revealed to have like more videos on him. At 3 months, 3 or 4, and got him in May. Ah, nice. Forget when they're around fully grown as puppies. Oh well. Now that I think about it, I think it's almost the time that I got the rats. So I should probably do like a kind of somewhat birthday thing for the rats. Because we've had them for about a year. And they only live to be like 2 to 3 years, if you're lucky. I should get them like a rat cake. I don't know what to put in a rat cake, though. My dude, we need to make a rat cake. I think it's almost the dude's, the boys' birthdays.
Oh yeah.
Or not birthdays. I think their birthdays already passed, but like their gotcha days or whatever. Ugh.
I am back. Let's see. With that video done, I think I'm gonna take a lurk because my doggo needs me. Have a good rest of the stream, you guys. I'll play catch up on the VOD. God bless, good night, and have an awesome weekend. Oh, thank you, Marcus. Thank you. Alrighty. Let me just get the next video prepped. Don't worry, I'll reshare the screen. A little bit of paranoia. There's a little paranoia thing I have. I don't know. Anyway, so the next video that I have here is from Swampy D. Dan Sobel, the man-child that won't go away.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
Perfect
Wonder
timing.
who it's from. It's a letter from Barney the dinosaur.
Rockalagana, if you're hearing this, I heard that it's your birthday today, so unhappy birthday to you! You don't deserve any birthday presents, and we're eating all of your birthday cake. You will have the worst birthday of your lives. So rotten hell, Rockalagana. Unhappy.
That's rather harsh to say to rotten hell to a kid.
Yeah.
And Sheffo said, oh boy, of course he loves to send this stuff to me in chat. He's edging to my model. Get that rat out of my screen before. Oh no! What the fuck?
What?
He said get that rat out of my screen before I lose my hardness.
Okay.
Yeah, he's bit about him. He loves to gross me out like this all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a long time. He's a friend of mine. We actually have been arguing about much as of late. Actually, a lot about things as of late. But again, he is one of my friends.
Happy birthday to you!
What's up, my friends here in the swamp? Today we're back looking at some of the deranged happenings going on around Dan Sobel, a recent locale we have been putting our attention towards. And honestly, this is a topic I didn't think would be too deep. I thought it would be one and done, but the more I looked into it, the more I realized that this is way deeper than just Dan Sobel. But Dan Sobel is a lot deeper than meets the eye himself. So with that said, let us jump right into it and see what's going on here.
Hamudia John, I have something to say to you. You need to stop taking Allison Sage Bell, Ben Lucero, and
So
Jose
far, I don't
Preston.
even think he is the angriest brony that I've run into. But I think Jerry Pete's probably angrier and creepier.
Jerry Pete, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's freaking creepy.
That guy. The fact that he's a WoW player like myself, I hope I never ever run into him in game. If I did, the amount of fun things I'd say to him in the whisper chat. You could just imagine.
Well, I think in general he just thrives off any attention.
That is also true. That's kind of his whole. That's kind of the summary of his whole Kiwi Farms thread right there. He is a massive attention whore.
Yeah.
Slay. Yeah, you have been taking Allison.
Forget what his
Sage Bell,
name
Ben
is now. He keeps on
Lucero,
changing it, and he
Jose
keeps,
Preston
and I think he's
too
trans.
seriously. You need to
Well,
learn.
yeah, he is trans, yes. But no, every time I listen, he calls him. I know last time I've listened to something of his, he's called like Lily Orchard.
Yeah, I think he changed his name again.
It's easier just to call him Jerry Pete.
Yeah,
and I was like, I thought it was like, okay, maybe it's like a pen name or something, and you know, that name with that voice. I was like, okay, this is a guy, obviously. This is back when I was like a leftist in like college or whatnot. And it's like, okay, this is a guy. I assume he's just kind of using a pen name here. I don't know. Maybe he has like plays a girl character in a game or something. That's kind of why he went with it.
He's really one of the ones who does not try out the voice at all.
No, he does not. He does not. There's a lot of those types, I shall put it like that, who don't try at all with their voice. And even the ones who do try with their voice, I'm just like, okay, I could tell. I could tell that you are, that you're that. I think the only voice, and this is from somebody who isn't a lolcow, who actually managed to kind of fool me a little bit, was Yomi Quinley.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
He's a VTuber. I learned it wasn't until recently that I learned that he is trans. You know, he has a female model and everything, and it was the voice that kind of threw me for a loop. Because
did you ever fall for Zentreya?
When I was first learning about VTubers, and like initially I was like, oh, I thought this maybe is like a woman behind like a text-to-speech program, because I actually do know somebody who has used, you know, she is a woman and has used like text-to-speech in addition to like her actual voice. But then as I learned more, I was like, okay, it seems like Zentreya is a guy. It's like before they broke up or something. Like Zentreya,
yeah, it
was
used
like
to be
a couple thing.
Like, yeah, but then he got all of it once they split. And sometimes there was at least one time that his voice thing failed, and you could hear his real voice, and then everyone had to like shut down their streams because you could hear his real man voice coming through. You never seen that clip?
I have not, but that is interesting that Flork decided to hire him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the most recent talent of Socks.
I don't remember if I've heard. I might have like put something on my evidence thing of like just keeping track of the Zentreya stuff, but I don't remember too much about that group. Because I know he was with V Shoujo before.
Yeah, Socks is a. I like quite a few of their talents. I mainly watch these days. I watch Sklimbo and Alien Mixture. I like Alien Mixture is able to keep up with kind of the zany I bring into somebody's chat, and Sklimbo is the peak male physique.
Oh, is that the one that like looks so retarded?
What did you say about Sklimbo?
Is that the one where he's all like screwed up and shit?
Screwed up? You are talking about peak male physique here.
Sklimbo.
Just
It's
joking
called Sklimbo?
around. Yeah, VTuber male. That's his other name, VTuber male.
Okay. I think it's... Oh, maybe not. Wait, no.
Yeah, in like IRL, Sklimbo is like he's actually like a personal trainer.
Ah.
Like he's actually like in really good shape.
Yeah, basically almost all VTubers are cringy gay. I'm trying to think of exceptions.
I would say there are definitely some exceptions. I mean, Youper, you're kind of looking at two of them right now, huh?
I'm not an exception. I'm cringe.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm cringe. I mean, I too am also peak male physique. I am a model.
The more
Vera.
that you
I am a model.
Okay, the more that you say that, the more cringe it sounds.
You know, I do have plot manipulation powers, and you now the plot says that was not cringe.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I'm immune.
Yeah, no, Vera. Yeah, because you think you're immune, you are now grounded.
Yeah, I'm immune.
No, you are grounded.
Yeah, no, it's just your plot manipulation powers don't extend to women because they're not real.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
How to take a joke.
Hi, Catman Gaming. How are
I
you?
recently watched Jackson Armour's message video just now, and Jackson Armour is right. You need to learn how to take a joke, and you need to leave Allison Sage Bell, Bel Nacero, and Jose Crespin alone. You know they don't even like it the way you were treating them like that.
So the rabbit hole surrounding Dan Sobel can go on for days. He's got inappropriate behavior on online calls, definitely some strange conduct toward minors.
I keep forgetting they're always a man with a voice changer.
Weird and very suspicious interactions with animals, online harassment, constant drama. It goes on for days and days. He likes to constantly claim like he's being bullied or he's
That'd
the
be
target,
hilarious
but in
if
reality,
somehow
this
Dan
is
were
a
to be
lot
watching
like
this
other
stream
locales
and he
we
were to
see, and
call
this is just a
both of us out.
self-projection.
And look what I'm wearing this
That'd
time.
be
Another
interesting.
Blues Clues shirt. Only this time, this Blues Clues shirt I'm wearing has a blue paw print on it. Because you know that Blues paw prints are always on the clues. Blues Clues, that's right. So anyways, what do you guys think of this Blues Clues shirt that I'm wearing today? Post a comment down below and tell me what you think.
I said this in the last.
What are your thoughts on Dan's Blues Clues t-shirt with Blues paw print on it, Vera?
Part of me is like, you should have just made it your own. You could have just gotten like one, like a free shirt and then just, or not even a free shirt, just get like a really cheapo shirt from like Hobby Lobby and just get like a little paw print thing, make it yourself. That would probably even look more accurate.
Yeah, that probably would be the case. You didn't need to buy a $50 t-shirt.
Last
Yep.
video,
Hard to
and I'll
take a
probably
guess.
say this 100 more times if I cover him up.
Youper says, the clue is in a dog's mouth. You should go get it. What the
Oh yeah, get back in there. He was searching for the clue.
So
It
many
was
other
innocent.
clues.
He was searching for the clue with his tongue.
There is one song lyric I think of regarding that. I will sing it right now. It took me 10 years to find the answer something. I forgot about it in 2 seconds. That's about it. There we go. That's Kreemsicle singing. I could sing that whole song too, by the way.
What's the song?
Drift from Guilty Gear, from the Guilty Gear Strive soundtrack.
Ah, okay. It's that fighting game you like, right? With the femboy.
Yes, Bridget, the femboy. And Testament, the femboy, but I main Bedman, the bed frame.
Ah.
I should sing the whole song. Yes, I have sang the whole song before in the past.
This thing that
after I've had way more to drink than I've had right now.
Yeah.
Me a super weird
Yeah, I've done
way.
my
This isn't the
fair
typical,
share of
I'm looking at teenagers or whatever. No, this
tipsy
is like deeper
karaoke
than
on
that.
my
This is deep
on my streams.
PDF
We're thinking about doing it
activity.
for like a 4th of July thing where we're gonna do like old like battle hymns and stuff like that. And like stuff from like stuff from like America World Police kind of stuff.
America! Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Bed Bath and Beyond! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
But yeah, so let me know if you want to be on that one if we get around to doing that.
I gotta see when. Oh wait, oh right.
I'm not sure if it'll
July.
actually.
That's
it might not actually be an actual 4th of July. It'll probably be later or earlier, maybe like the end of the month or something.
Uper, that has to be the most retarded question I've ever been asked. Which comes first, the cream or the sickle? They're called, my pets, as you see, they're called the Kreemsicles. That's where my name comes from. If you'd watched my birthday special video, you would know that, Uper.
I'd say probably the stick. So the sickle.
Actually, it would be the orange.
Children's shows like Dora.
My weapons are an extension of my soul.
Blues
Okay,
Clues, and
okay.
has self-admittedly said he's a PDF. So that gives me the weirdest vibes possible, and I hope it gives you guys the same ones.
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indians, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little Indians, 10 little Indian boys, 10 little, 9 little, 8 little Indians, 7 little, 6 little, 5 little Indians, 4 little,
that's
3 little, 2 little
it's like one of those
1 little
nursery
Indian
rhyme things.
boy.
Now, of course, I'm just including some of these clips because they're absolutely diabolical and they just make you understand how Dan Sobel is definitely on some sort of spectrum, but also just creepy as hell. But I want to do a shout out to the channel Homer Simpson for a lot of these clips. They have a series where they do a lot of cringiest videos of random lolcows and stuff, and I got a lot of these clips from that channel, so shout out to them. You can find a link in the description to their channel. But next, I think it's imperative that we get into what the userverse is and where a lot of these call-out videos with Dan come from. So this community really revolves around physical media and a lot of throwback, nostalgia stuff. Seems like a lot of people in this community are genuinely on the spectrum, and I'm not saying that to bully anybody. Seems like people are super passionate in this community.
No shit,
about
this
their
is something
VHS
only
tapes,
someone
DVDs,
like me
Blu-rays,
could get into.
Laserdiscs, vinyl records, video games, and whatever.
Regarding the community Dan is a part of, this is something, if I'm being honest, somebody like me really could only get into. I'm also on the spectrum, if you didn't know.
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
Also,
but
Vera, if you can move yourself a little over to the right. Thank you.
Oh, do you not have the thing where you could like shift the positioning?
No, I remember my friend Damien teaching me about that, and I forgot how to do it.
It's I'll show you later.
Community that loves their throwbacks, but it's definitely seemingly steeped with a lot of weirdos.
Because I got a bunch of things on my screen, so it's trying to make it a little bit easier to see.
It only gets worse from there. But as you can see here in these next few clips, he is constantly calling out other people in the community.
The Dan Sobel archives. I got something to say to you. How dare you steal some of my videos that I made this message video to everyone about my family issues. And also, how dare you steal most of my rant videos? I also cannot believe that you stole 2 of my videos that I made
of who's in like physical media stuff that I know. It's like been forever. I vaguely remember there was like a banana man who I think was like an alcoholic. And then just in general, I know that vinegar syndrome exists, but I think they actually do like good work like preserving old films.
I don't know who the banana man is, but I bet he's not an alcoholic like me, Joshua Black.
Oh, that's a decent World of T-shirts impression.
Oh, I I remember doing that at like my birthday party. I think what was it, my 25th or my 26th? Either one. I was doing my World of T-shirts impression and my DSP impression too, constantly. Constantly.
Yeah.
Colin Jeffers and Rough Boy 99 Zelda fan. You know that those videos are not yours. They're mine. And I mean they're really mine. I did not even give you credit for that. You just stole most of my videos. Not only that you stole
It's
my
not a
videos
crime
that
to
I made out
archive.
of Colin Jeffers and
Yeah.
Rough
I wouldn't know. I'm trying to be an archivist myself.
Boy 99
Oh, you are? Do you have like
Zelda fans.
another? Is it more just like on your private computer, or do you do it on other stuff?
I have a master's degree in this stuff.
Yeah.
Yep,
But it's like online wise, or
I have
more just
I have
physical book
I have a few
wise
personal.
kind of stuff.
I have a few personal archives. I have I have a whole library of like custom Hearthstone cards that I've made throughout the years. That's one of them. I also try my best to just make sure my whole computer is nice and organized, as to help me by the time I do get such a job, or like you know, some library job or archive job.
I also cannot believe that you stole my video that I made out of Stephanie, the TV show girl. The reason why I made that video
That's
out
the
of
Lazy
Stephanie,
Town one?
the TV show girl, is
Maybe.
because she keeps
Or
making
is that like
bad
someone's?
videos out of me and out
Oh
of
no,
Dodger
okay, it's
Patton a lot.
another
And Chloe
internet
Richardson. She also
person,
made
I
bad
guess.
videos out of Thomas Cooper ABBS. Not only that Stephanie made bad videos out of Thomas Cooper ABBS, but she also dumped him and broke up with him for no reason at all. So you know what? The Dan Sobel archives, as of today, take this middle finger with you and keep it with you. Shove it up your privates and leave me, Andy Ho, Disney Jack 95, Ryan Goodwin, and all of the rest of my friends alone. I am so done with you forever. The Dan Sobel archives. And you also need to leave my dad alone as well, because you don't know anything about my dad. We all don't want you on YouTube. You're unacceptable, Eric.
I can't, like, how can you take this guy seriously when he's wearing fucking rhino pajamas?
It could be worse. He could be wearing pony ones, but I don't know if they make those. Well, there's got to be like an Etsy or somewhere for like brony, like full-grown man pony pajamas.
I guess. I don't know why when you said that, Pamper 2 popped in my mind.
I mean, yeah. God, that's another.
That guy's fucking
Yeah.
disgusting. Apparently he has
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah, I think it's butt cancer if I remember correctly.
Oh my
I could be wrong.
goodness.
But I want to
guess
say it was something related to microwaving the diapers and putting them back on.
I was gonna say something about that.
Well, he's also gay, if that's what you were trying to say too.
Yes, I could very much tell that he is of the F-word persuasion.
Eric, you are completely going us insane.
Flamboyant.
And also, you need to
Yes.
stop stealing people's
That one,
address
totally not
and
the
stealing
other.
people's phone numbers. Addresses or phone numbers are personal information, and I am not giving my phone numbers to anyone except for my friends who live in my area. You are being completely ridiculous, and take these two middle fingers with you and keep it with you, shove it up your dicks, and leave us the hell alone.
There's something truly
Oh,
uncomfortable about seeing Dan in these footsie pajamas talking smack about people online. Now I know he's definitely...
Sheffa, what do you mean I have a degree in lolcow forensics? I wish that was a real degree. I'd take it up in a heartbeat.
It would be interesting. I would not be surprised if lolcow psychology is like on some college campus, just because I remember a few colleges like you could design your own course, which I think was kind of questionable. But I imagine someone's done that.
I know there are design your own majors. I did not know there were design your own courses. My goodness.
Yeah,
If there
I looked
were-
into Rice at one point, and then they had you could design your own course if you like got enough things like checked off.
I think I might have actually have chosen, if I was accepted to Rice, I actually would have went there. Oh boy.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh boy. I went to a different school instead because other factors that I was just like, again, I was young at the time. I probably should have went to college when I was 20, now that I think about it.
Of some sorts. Definitely has a few screws loose. But this is like a 25, 26
Honestly,
year old man. It's not
the poor thing, that's the best way to get in the race. You gotta be smart and poor. Otherwise, it's harder.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that kind of stuff. So partially money stuff. Why I looked into other schools.
I see.
Also, like the environment seemed like too competitive for like my anxiety levels.
He's damn near approaching 30 and absolutely acting like a 12-year-old. I know I showed you a little bit of this in the last video, but I wanted to go in a little more depth here to show you how strange and disturbing these callouts are, the weird little punishments he tries to put on people, and how absolutely detached from reality he actually is.
Greg Heffley, UTTP, I got something to say to you, dude.
Okay. Greg Heffley, UTTP, is a frequent name in the Dan Sobel saga. I will let you know that right now. He is somebody that does like to, rile up Dan, and is a frequent name that Dan will keep on mentioning.
All that I'm noticing is his hat has a hat.
Forgive you. Your apology will be denied.
Noticed that too.
You didn't do it by accident. You did this on purpose. Not a joke. You made bad videos out of us on purpose. So yeah, your apology will be denied. You don't deserve to be on YouTube. Get off of YouTube, Greg
It
Heffley,
is
UTTP.
referencing the main
you don't
character
deserve to be there.
from
Your
Diary of a
apology is
Wimpy Kid.
denied. For your punishment, I'm gonna force you to go see. Let's see. Oh yes, you will be forced to go
Why
see
would they listen
Shang-Chi,
to you?
The Legend of Ten Rings in theaters. And Shang-Chi, The Legend of Ten Rings is a Marvel movie,
Shang-Chi.
and you will be forced to see that.
Yes, he's trying to say Shang-Chi.
I mean, that kind of would be a punishment. It wasn't a great movie.
Well, I mean, realistically speaking, isn't watching cape shit a punishment to begin with?
There's some good ones, like Guardians of the Galaxy is really good.
We're talking about modern day cape shit.
I mean, some of the DC ones look like they could be decent. I like the Superman one, and I got some hope for the Supergirl one.
Oh man, regarding that Superman movie, I remember, I think it was like in Uzalu's server that we were watching it in, and I might be remembering this wrong, but it must have been like some server that I'm part of that we were watching it, and I was just laughing my ass off the whole time.
But yeah, I think it handled it pretty good.
Shang-Chi.
Oh, welcome back, Dusty. Welcome
In
back.
theaters right now, and then go to your
Shang-Chi was just annoying because they didn't even give him the right powers.
Lolcows are merciful, but
I see.
not Dan Sobel.
Well, that was
He
part
is
of
a
why it was annoying.
merciless Lolcow with no forgiveness, only vengeance. He won't forgive, and he damn sure won't.
So just get the
forget. But of course,
the
he's gonna
Mandarin
make
his
an angry
freaking rings
call-out
with the
video
magic
to you,
powers.
so you
The
know.
shooty
Probably
rings
try
are
to make you watch some sort
stupid.
of Marvel movie. Who knows? Apparently, that's a damn
Greg is a
terrible
beta.
punishment,
Nikki from
according
Dork
to Dan.
Diaries
Anyways,
mocked
let's jump more into this depravity. This episode is definitely more about
I
highlighting
vaguely
how
knew that
delusional this
existed.
guy is and how he's definitely
Yeah, so fun fact about me, I have worked in a public library before, so I am familiar with a lot of the, I have to shelve, like, when I was working there, I basically had to, like, shelve, like, all the different sections, and I got really familiar with a lot of, like the kid franchises, because there's like a few sections that are dedicated to that stuff. And I was just like, okay, I guess this is what the kids like to read, and by the time I have kids, I should at least be thinking about this stuff. Let's watch some King Cobra. This guy sucks. Rest in peace, King Cobra, man. Rest in peace.
in
Yeah.
a completely different realm than the rest of
Well,
us.
Uber, we will
Should've
still be
been
watching
Nail.
Dan Sobel.
Carmine Cook? No! More like Crappy Cook. Oh, no way, Jose. That YouTuber sucks.
I thought he said Carmine Cuck for a second.
Huh.
Not Cook.
Here are the reasons why I hate this user. It's because he keeps on throwing lots of tantrums. He even kept on screaming so loud, which really hurt my ears. He even made terrible videos out of me and Brian Hosky. He made a watch this guy's video out of me and Brian Hosky. He sung a terrible song about Brian Hosky. Even worse, he made an angry message video out of me and Brian Hosky. And that is unacceptable. Plus, he even called Steve the YouTuber on Discord when he was busy playing piano last time. Now I hate Logan Carroll for good. That's it, Logan Carroll. You ruined my life. I'm gonna punch you. Punch! Punch! Punch!
He does the Christian shit.
Uh.
As if the punches are actually gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Cat, if I'm being honest, I'd save Pamper Chew for another stream.
Something has to be
That's
said
a-
about how
yeah, that's a rabbit hole.
ironic it is for a
Yes.
locale such as Dan to say, oh, these people are so loud and obnoxious, while in every clip we've seen of them, they are yelling and being loud and obnoxious, and absolutely brain dead about it as well. Probably sharing
thank you for the
IQ
follow,
points with
Dr.
the ear of
Malley.
corn. And honestly, it's offensive to the ear of corn. The ear of corn definitely has more IQ points.
Yeah, I forgot to bring over my alerts over in this scene in Minneapolis Park, but I could see why, not hearing, here comes Daredevil, might not be the greatest thing, especially for my jester. It would think, I don't want him to think that we are, that this is just an OBS scene. I want him to think that we are in Minneapolis right now.
Huh. So because you gotta like keep him in the illusion or something, or?
Well, in order for him to produce the lulls, he cannot really know about much.
Okay, so you're Truman showing him.
Maybe?
Have you never seen the Truman Show?
I have. I'm just saying, I prefer to keep him, on bluesky.com talking about Trump.
Yeah.
I actually, every now and then, I'm being serious here for a minute, I actually do check on his Blue Sky just to see if he's done anything noteworthy, and he's truly unhinged. I have to say, he's truly unhinged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Points than whatever's going on in these videos here. The hypocritical nature of Dan here is absolutely diabolical, though. He can sit there and make angry videos about people all day.
And yes, Uper, I know who Shift is. I think he will definitely get a Lolcow Spotlight in the future. Might even be the next one, now that you mention him.
Isn't he the one who's like, he's still like the best at SpongeBob, but he just keeps on like crashing out? It's like, I need to do better.
Yes.
Like he's like on top, and he has nothing else to do because he's dedicated himself entirely to the SpongeBob thing.
Yes.
And I think he's still decently successful, but he's just still miserable.
And now he is. I remember seeing a headline on Kiwi Farms the other day. A
14-year-old just beat him?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Uber, by like 30 seconds. And now
boy.
Shift is just like, it's like crying, like, it's been beaten, and he felt like free from this bullshit, like of speedrunning SpongeBob. I watched him
He cried
cry
for like
20
20
minutes.
Dang.
I only saw 5 minutes of it from that clip on the farms. I didn't think it was 20 minutes.
I'll have to look into that. That's crazy.
long, calling them out, calling them weird names, telling them they have to do weird redemption
Catman,
things
that was
to
pretty
make
entertaining.
good, and even then he still wants them to suffer. Sometimes I truly wonder how I got to this corner of the internet and how I ended up making this type of content, because the more I think about it and the more I analyze what I'm actually watching, I just feel like I'm losing brain cells by the minute.
This is a serious message for the Kruger twins, Christopher Kruger and Nicholas Kruger, and
Check out Diaper Gang TV. He has good clips of him. I might have seen some of that.
Andy Ho, known as Lyric is Awesome, and Chase Bowlin. If you guys are
we're
watching
getting a
this,
tour of his
I have
room.
something to say
Is
to
it as
both of
messy
you.
as
You
Riri
need to
Gaki's?
stop
I don't know.
telling me to not like
It's pretty
kid shows
clean
like Blue's
by the look
Clues,
of it.
The Wiggles, Play Along with Sam,
Or at least the
Dora the
carpet.
Explorer, Go Diego Go, Dora and Friends of the City, Blues Room, Blues Clues and You, Sesame
Huh?
shows like Blues Clues to both of you. You need to stop telling me to not like kid shows like Blues Clues, The Wiggles, Play Along with Sam, Dora the Explorer, Go Diego Go, Dora and Friends of the City, Blues Room, Blues Clues and You, Sesame Street, Barney the Dinosaur, Bob the Builder, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, The Old Tiger's Neighborhood, Thomas the Tank Engine, Franklin, Lilith's Pet Shop, and Sophia the First,
Franklin?
and many other kid shows I like from my childhood.
I honestly don't even think I could name you 5 shows from my
Why did he have to
childhood.
name all? I could do that
I-
very easily.
I
Could
don't
name
fucking
multiple
know.
kids from my. I could name multiple kid shows from my childhood for sure.
Same here, if I'm being honest. Regarding the shows
He
that
doesn't even have the good
listed,
shit. He doesn't even have the good shit. He didn't even mention the Backyardigans. That's the good shit.
He did not mention that show. He also didn't mention Oswald either.
Oswald was pretty good too.
Yeah.
It was like that
Oswald
time
was
was
nice.
like, I kind of I don't know why. Maybe it's like a similar like time block. I associate it with Little Bill a lot. You know the Bill Cosby like kid show.
Yeah. That show. I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid too.
Yeah.
Regarding like some of the other stuff he mentioned, my view of Franklin is just based on all those memes.
Oh,
Frank-
I forgot about the
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 Franklin
memes.
memes. That and that Cyber 8 video where basically that guy just made Franklin into a fucking monster. The damn turtle.
Seen that.
Cyber 8 is a pretty funny guy, if I'm being honest. He knows how to. He's a very edgy individual. Knows how to push buttons.
Alone 37 seconds.
A lot of his stuff has been removed.
Naming off show
I'll
after
tell you
show.
that,
It's
too.
Diabolical, honestly. Truly disgusting on a whole nother level. I don't even really know how to react to this one. I'm just disgusted. Like, we've thrown morality entirely out the window. And as you can see, Dan
never struck
not
me
only
as a moral
man-child,
person to
but he's
begin
a
with.
self-admitted PDF. As we saw in
Yeah.
the last video, he's admitted several times that he did very bad things to people that were underage and knowingly did so. Even though he apologized in a video, doesn't really make it any better, huh?
You know bashing opinions is wrong, and I'm really getting tired of you bashing my own opinions.
Well, I mean,
on
I
kid
bash
shows
opinions
that I
all the
like from my
time,
childhood.
Dan. I'm
And also,
sorry.
You
Nah,
guys
no,
need to
I'm
stop
not sorry.
forcing me to like John, even though I am
Yeah.
neutral to John.
It's my
Who was
specialty.
the new Purple Wiggle when he
Yeah.
first joined the Wiggles back in 2021, but still, he's not my favorite Wiggles character. Jeff is my favorite Wiggles character, not John. And how also dare you bash my opinion on Horrid Henry, Rusty Rivets, and PJ Masks? I have rights to hate those shows. So, Christopher, Nicholas Kruger, Andy Ho, and Chase Ballin, for doing all this stuff
I
to
do
me,
wonder
take
what his
this middle
criteria
finger
for
right
hating
here.
a show
Keep it
is. It seems like his standards are decently low.
Yes, I have a feeling they are probably very low. And I have a feeling this guy could probably make Spoon snap in a matter of 2 seconds. The moment he starts listening to the arguments he's trying to make about fucking baby shows.
with you and leave me and my content alone.
So this is my life. We're watching some grown man argue about his favorite Wiggles character and, you know, his
also
opinions
thank you
about
for
Blue's
following
Clues
me,
or whatever
Catman
else.
Gaming. I
This is
didn't.
the
I
life
just
that
saw
we
that
lead.
notification.
Apparently, this is the curse that we were meant to take on. This is our crest to bear, if you will. Now, maybe I'm missing something, and if somebody knows the Dan Sobel topic a bit better than me, please fill me in the comments. But I don't really understand what the argument is here. But Dan clearly clearly just cares way too much about what everybody thinks about him or the things that he likes. And clearly these kid shows are very close to his heart. I think one of the more interesting things here is, since he is such a self-admitted predator among children, teenagers, etc., that the fact that he is into this type of stuff makes it even more creepy and hard to look past.
This actually kind of reminds me of like when Cyrax says that he's into like Spy Family and he likes the younger characters of that series.
Yeah.
That's kind of what that reminds me of. It's like, no, like, okay, it's one thing to be into that show, because I know a lot of people are like that show because of the dynamic between the two main adult characters. It's another thing to be into the show because you like Anya a little bit too much.
It seems like it's Anya, but it seems like it's generally her friend. It's the one that I always see them lewd. Like the brunette.
Yes, I know who you're talking about, sadly. But in Cyrax's case, he has a bit of a fixation for, there's child Anya, and then she ages up a little bit. She's a teenager. That's kind of what Cyrax fancies, is the teenage version of Anya.
Interesting, because I know that he's had like his own scandals in that department.
Yes, very much so, yes.
Like, sure, maybe he's just on the spectrum, maybe he just likes this type of stuff, whatever. But the fact that he has shown interest in children in, not so great ways, just gives me the heebie-jeebies when he talks about cartoons or little kid shows like The Wiggles.
Because I had enough of both of you going after me and troll feeding me 24/7. If you don't like me, you should just leave me alone and move on with your life, like how I was going to do. So just leave me the fuck alone, Kruger twins, Chase Ballin and Andy Ho, and quit mentioning me in your content.
I heard.
You guys are
I
the
heard
ones
going to jail, and it's like no.
who need to grow up. Not me!
Now, for the most part, a lot of the stuff we've covered in this episode has been rather lighthearted in the sense of it's just stuff you can laugh at and make fun of them for. But next, we're going to start getting into the nitty-gritty.
Oh yeah? Cyrax YouTubing again? That was vaguely entertaining.
He's done that a few times, and every time he's done that, it's like, no matter what happens, we all know it's him. We all know it's him because of that of his eyes. Like, just the way that it tries to track his eyes.
It wasn't just that. It's his mouth couldn't close. Like his with some of his models, they would just be like,
yeah, they just have their mouths open all the time.
oh yeah, they would like slightly close, kind of, but like not really. Like I remember that one with like his weird chibi one.
Mm-hmm. Or the furry one too.
Yeah, the furry one too.
Some of the actual call-outs from other YouTubers in the space that he is in, the community, if you will.
Though he funded those models off our tax dollars.
Disgustingly depraved.
Lovely.
I mean,
Dan
they could have been
is.
free, or there's some pretty cheap ones.
And obviously it's not just people like myself and other cow farmers, if you will, that notice these types of things and make videos about it. It's people who are supposed to be his peers, his, quote, friends, unquote. Let's check this out. This is from Marcel Hall. You can find the full original video on their channel. It's called My Statement on Mateo and Dan Sobel for inappropriate behavior on social media.
Okay, the furry one was a free asset, I see.
We all know that.
Oh, it's this guy.
To that girl. Say
yeah,
that
so
you
same dude.
Girl like that, talk about you got a girl to cut her vagina out. That is totally fucked up, man. Shit. And especially you messing with these goddamn minors on social media, man. Can you do something in your life besides watching baby shows, doing the Blues Clues dance and stuff, or do a TikTok dance with a wig on your head and stuff, man? Or whatever you do, man. I heard that you go to the gym, you're not your workouts, and second of all about you is...
I have doubts that Dan goes to the gym. I have some serious doubts that Dan goes to the gym. Like, I've seen some, pretty obese people at my gym before, and it's just like, they at least go. Dan doesn't seem like the type who would, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Why would you
Fair
record
enough,
yourself putting your clothes on? You came on there on your channel in your damn boxer drawers, putting on your clothes, showing the view that, hey, I'm finna put my clothes on, showing everything. Nobody don't want to see that. That is so damn gross, man. What is a
I
like even
agree.
a minor
That
kid
is
or a
fucking
little
gross.
kid don't want to see a 25-year-old
It
grown
graped
man
my
half
eyes.
naked on TikTok or YouTube or whatever social media you own, man. Dude, like my friend Jack said, grow up, man.
So no matter where you look in the Dan Sobel universe, it's absolutely a dumpster fire. Dan has a great skill in burning bridges with absolutely every acquaintance he meets, whether they're friends, whether they're just somebody who happens to be on YouTube or wherever Dan happens to be making content that day, and at any little inconvenience or annoyance, he's going to freak out and send some angry rant videos. Now, we're gonna jump into another one of those to where he cuts off and burns another bridge with somebody who's supposed to be his friend, and he doesn't have very many of those left, if any at all.
I got an opinion change now. I now hate Wesley Norris. You know why I hate Wesley Norris? Because he refused to be on this team to agree on angry message videos, and he bashes people's opinions, and he spams people.
He bashes people's opinions.
That seems to be like the main thing that this dude cares about. Yeah.
It's like, Dan, does he not expect to not have his opinions bashed? Like, does he expect like some fucking hug box echo chamber or something?
Yeah.
Like online that everybody is supposed to like kind of fold into?
People a lot.
I'll take that as a
Wesley
yes.
Norris is a spammer and won't leave me alone. So now I hate him for good. That's it, Wesley Norris. You're out. Don't even think about apologizing, you black.
Every so often in these
You always gotta say something funny. I could tell. Once he said black, I was expecting the other word to come after.
Well, then it would be redundant, to be fair.
I guess, yeah. I guess. But regarding that word, I mean, the Irish have used it at the Chinese when the railroads were being constructed in America.
Yeah. Wouldn't be too surprised that
stories
just
we
in
will
general,
get to
it seems
see
like
them.
it's kind of used just towards
Even the Irish themselves were called that word.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Irish didn't necessarily have a good time either, because at least like with slaves, they were like worth the monetary value. So the Irish were generally for the even worse jobs.
Which means, per the stupid fucking rules, I have the pass.
Get a taste of their own medicine. And it's never nice. They always hate it. They can dish it out, but they can never take it. And unfortunately, we do know that good old Dan here has an obsession with Blue's Clues. And the channel The Perfect Citizen, or TPC, has had some interactions with Dan Sobel, and he's been fairly rude to TPC. Not been a very nice guy to him at all. So TPC reached out to one of the ex-hosts of Blue's Clues. I believe the gentleman's name is Donovan Patton, and he has no idea who Dan Sobel is. So the little bit of info he had, he definitely used
Donovan
and
Patton,
stretched it out into something great.
He wasn't.
Check this out.
He wasn't
Hey,
Steve.
Dan, how's it going?
This is.
Oh,
I think this is
it's the
other
cousin.
Steve.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't that. It wasn't. It was not Steve. It was his cousin.
Yeah, I think
Joe.
Right.
It was
Joe. My goodness.
Here in the thinking chair because I got to figure something out. A lesson has to be learned. Because apparently you've been super mean to TPC. Well, what's that all about? Come on now, we got to take care of each other. You got to do better than that. So
Did he? Did he actually get this chair? Or is that like a background
That
thing?
that is the real thinking chair. That doesn't really surprise me that he has one though. Just like, I wouldn't be surprised if the guy who played Steve also has one.
Yeah, well, he was the one who made like the whole
you,
show.
And
So
clearly, I mean, that's looks just like you, right? It's a pretty good drawing. G, letter G, and then a circle. So what could be going on What could you need to do? Because you're the first clue, so it's got to have something to do with you. And then there's G and a circle. It's not so much that it's a circle, but what is a circle? A circle is, well, it's round, right? It's round. G and the circle. G and round. Ground. Dan, you know what's going on? You're grounded. That's what that means.
That's pretty
He's
good.
grounded.
Or get rounded. Dan.
Say it ain't so, Dan. You just got cooked, absolutely demolished.
forgot
by the
this
good old
happened.
Blue's Clues lad. I will say
was actually
I'm
pretty
supposed to
good.
be
little
teaching you
pro
about this
there.
guy.
Not sure how TPC made that happen, but definitely ups to them. Definitely check their channel out. I think that's what we're gonna call.
I'll be right back, and then, yeah, just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Okie dokies.
Keep the chat entertained.
I will make an attempt. Ooh. I could do the quartering. It's like, how's your weekend going? Or how's your weekend gonna go? What are the oranges for? Oof. Oof. These are old. All jokes. I need to catch up on the quartering shit, actually. Because I know, like, his orbiters were generally doing, like, the sweepy sweeps. But I haven't really caught up too much since then. I'm gonna stretch a little bit. Get some energy in me. Actually, I'm gonna get my phone real quick from over here. There we go. I can start emailing myself my old stuff. Where did I put it anyway? I need to like keep this in like a separate folder because I keep on meaning to like bring it up at various times and then I always like lose it again. Ugh. Okay. Let's probably put this over here.
What are the oranges for?
Yeah.
Alrighty. You down to watch another one?
Sure.
Alrighty. We have another one from Swampy D. YouTube's creepy Blues Clues PDF.
I'm gonna be honest. So far, I'm somewhat disappointed by the lack of ponies because I was expecting more ponies that I could add more of my pony knowledge.
Yeah, Dan seems to be a bit more into Blues Clues and Sophia the First.
Yeah, I haven't even heard too much about his Sophia opinions
I did
either.
tell Bella Harris to shove the middle finger up her when she was young, and I did send that threat to Randy and Reese.
Every so often, I come
Okay, yeah,
across
you
a
can see it.
locale
Little
or some
horse.
sort of
Oof.
spectacle online that just catches my attention and has me scratching my head like, what the heck is this? That's how I fell down the whole Cyrax rabbit hole, the Daniel Larson rabbit hole. And now, I think I might have found another one, folks. Today, we're going to be talking about Dan Sobel and his
Oh, looks like I got
absolutely
the order
deranged
messed up
activity
here.
online. He doesn't seem to be covered as much as a lot of other cows. Doesn't seem to have the popularity. But
Dunksy
thanks to
says,
Leaping
"What is the
Lemur,"
jar
shout out
for?
to Leaping Lemur. You can find a link
This
below.
was
I was able to get a
before.
good understanding
Okay,
of
it's
who
from
this
a year
person
ago.
is,
I
why
see.
they're so
This is
hated, and
before.
what makes them a lolcow. I got quite a few clips from them as well,
Hmm.
so definitely show them some love. They cover lolcows just like I do, but at a
Lemur.
bigger level, I would say.
Yeah,
Dan,
no.
he's got a lot of allegations against him. A lot of weird fetishes, some definite mental illness that I don't know if he has addressed quite yet, and several self-admissions of being a PDF. And while all the rest of that may be bad, the moment you throw the PDF stuff in there, you know old Swampy D's gotta get up out of his rocking chair, put his bourbon down, and start yelling at them weirdos. So let's jump into the story of Dan here.
Hi everybody, it's Dan, and I feel like I felt ashamed of myself after what I have done recently this year and for the last 4 years ago. So I want to admit my
it's this one.
wrongdoings the right way. So here it is. So I have originally joined YouTube since back in 2020, and I did make bad videos out of the Play Along gang back in 2020, taking the Play Along gang way too seriously by forcing them to quit. And yes, I did tell Rocco and his friends to quit YouTube and take them way too seriously.
So I decided to start here because I...
Okay, who? Who?
Huh.
Is it somebody else who is like Dan? You know, the physical media baby show hoarders?
Hmm.
I am just the playway.
What are you going on?
What?
thought it would make sense for us just to get right into the nitty-gritty of why we need to be disliking this person and why they're getting bullied or made fun of or made...
I also don't like how, at least in the other one, Swampy was calling Dan a he. I really don't get why so many Kiwi tubers kind of do this. It's like how they call the lolcows a they. It's just like, come on.
Yeah,
it's either man or a woman. There's no in between.
Yeah,
Is it for like
sometimes
monetization?
Sometimes it's probably just for covering their ass, but I don't know.
I'm thinking it's more so in line with like monetization stuff.
Maybe, but monetization generally is like less picky than people think it is.
Huh.
Cow. Right out the horse's mouth, he's going to be admitting to pretty much all the
Okay, I sent one of the pictures. At least I was able to find one of them.
Let's see. Oh. I see a surfer dude Minotaur in cargo shorts. Based on one of your D&D characters. I see. Yeah, then Rexus sent me in DMs that he got blocked by TB Reviews. Lucky bastard. I'm waiting for my opportunity to be blocked, like when I sent Savvy that really based message the other day. I gotta find an opportunity. I do like to be patient. I'm a very patient horse orange at times.
Yeah, I think it's not too hard to get him to block you, so just need something good and he'll do it.
Yes. In
or
my
even
case,
something just general, I guess.
In my case, I also like to actually add to like the conversation. I don't like saying what's already been said. For the most part.
We will circle back to and show you exactly what he's talking about as much as we can. Some of these clips are easy to find, some of them are harder. But with that said, let's jump back into it.
I have to agree with Sheffo. I would prefer if instead of saying they, the person would calling the lolcow something would just use the term it. That'd be funny.
It would be preferable.
Yes, it would be preferable because you're talking about a specimen.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
I made angry message videos and furious message videos and user videos out of people that I don't like. And
different?
yes, I was a Go kid. I'm using Go Animate styled rants and videos. I acted like I was from Go Animate, which is now as Rapper Offline, Flash Themes.
Akaira, what's up, man? I see someone let the goblin out of his hidey hole. How are you, man?
And beyond.
That's who I was talking about earlier. Akairo.
Oh, yeah.
Which proves that I'm part of the Vyond community, and I think I put myself in the Vyond community too much. And yes, back in 2022, I did make bad videos out of people that I don't like, send them grounded threats and punishment day threats, which basically was my fault for what I did.
So would he just do like Caillou style videos of like his enemies, or?
Well, he goes into those style of rants when he's talking about people he doesn't like. He will always say, "Yeah, you are grounded," to like the kids he bitches about online. Akaira says, doing okay, thinking about the Savvy War 2 Electric Boogaloo just for funsies. Yeah, Akaira, he was going off at Savvy the other day. It was really funny for basically all of us monarchists. Because all of our fans were like going after him, and it was just like, you guys are too fucking retarded to reason anything.
So who's Savvy?
Madam Savvy. She's basically like one of those culture war types. And she is a massive degenerate, has defended Lolicon in the past, defended Shotokan in the past, defended incest in the past, defended a lot of things in the past. And as my fellow monarchist Vex Electronica has discovered, there is a lot of dirt on her too. That is really funny. I should send some of that to you sometime.
Interesting. Should maybe look into that.
You should. You should.
Jump back and forth here with some clips, but this is a clip of one of these said videos where he says,
"Who is thy mouse?" asks Okairo. This is Vera Volta, and she is a rat, not a mouse. Get it right. Get it right, Okairo.
I have actual rats. I have 4 actual rats. They're my good boys. They're all named after Skaven lords, because of course they are. We got Icket, and we got Throt, and we got Tretch, we got Skrulk, and they're all very good boys.
I see. Yeah, I was gonna ask later on how the rats are.
Yeah, no, they're good. They got a nice long free roam today of like 2-3 hours.
I see.
But then,
Creamsicle, how's the snail doing? Oh, I'm glad you asked, Vera. Butters is doing fine.
You have a snail?
I
do not remember.
I used to have more than just one, but I'm waiting until Butters dies. He is approaching the end of his life. I think he's like around 2. I got him at the pet store. I think when he was around like 4 months old. So that's why I think he's around 2, because I got him back in January of last year. And I'm just kind of letting him live. You know, I told my mom, it's like, don't worry about changing the water. Just like, he's already been through enough. Let him live the rest of his life out, like, without much change.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that they have a similar lifespan, like 2 to 3 years, because that's what it is for rats generally.
I see. I didn't know that. I thought rats lived for a little longer.
Yeah, no, they unfortunately, we already lost 2 of the boys. We lost Queek and we lost Nick because of they're born
that sucks.
where they kind of need to do a constitution check. So we didn't even have Snick for a full week.
I'm
but
sorry to
they
hear
need
that.
they need to pass like a lungs constitution check as soon as like they're born, and either they make it or they don't.
I see. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to to some of the rats that you had.
Yeah, it sucks, but it comes with the territory. And then you also gotta, and that's why we got like the second round of boys, because Queek passed away. So we needed, it's like, we don't want to only be down to 2, because what if one of them passes away, and then then you have to introduce more whenever they're older, because they need company, and it's all these things, and generally they need 3 is better than 2 in terms of social dynamics.
Snails are kind of similar, but for a while it's like, yeah, like 2 snails in the tank that I have is pretty good. It's like they keep each other company. They'll graze off each other's backs. They'll keep each other. It's good for them. I know they could live with 1, but they do like having others around. I think the most I've ever had in that tank was like 5.
They're decently social, because I've heard of the only other person that I heard of having snails. I do remember that she did have 2 of them, because they were Shelma and Louise. Because
were they aquatic or land? Mine are aquatic.
I think they were aquatic.
Okay, yeah. Aquatic snails are very much social. I know, but poor Butters right now. I was gonna get more, but I'm waiting until Butters passes.
So he won't get like stressed out with the new stuff.
Yeah, and also just in general, like to completely clean out the tank. That's kind of the plan before I get any more. And who knows what might be happening in my life? I might be
Yeah.
moving to another state soon if I get a job. But that depends if I get this job, and I pray that I get this job. I think it'd be a great thing of experience, and also like actually getting paid a real salary.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That might change things. But I'm just gonna let Butters live the rest of his life here in the state I'm at currently.
So why snails?
Why snails? Ever since I was a young Clementine, I've always wanted pet snails.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, there was this book that I used to always, every time I went to the library, there was this book I always looked at. I read through like 3 times and sometimes about snails, and I always wanted them. I never could. I wanted to get some when I was in undergrad, but I also wanted a tarantula too. So there was that.
Yeah.
But now I got my first set of snails back when I was living on my own in grad school. And yes, Mr. Designs, I do like the aquatic snails, or the fish tank snails, as you put it. They are pretty easy to take care of. I know for me, I like at first I tried to treat them. It's like, I think they definitely like the algae more than like the special treats I'd give them every now and then. But when I gave them a special treat, like like some zucchini, blanched zucchini, they'd fucking eat that up.
But yeah, I imagine you're in a kind of similar boat with me, wherever, especially after Queek passed, it's like, well, these are our Make-A-Wish kids. They get whatever shit they want.
Yeah,
maybe not
initially,
maybe,
yeah, then I was just
maybe
like,
not
okay,
chocolate
they like the
all
algae
the
better.
time. But
I gave Butters and Leo. He was the most recently deceased. I named him after the Guilty Gear character of the same name, Leo White Fang. I gave both of them a little special treat on their on their birthday, so to speak.
Yeah, I need to figure out what to get for the boys. It's about that time. It's basically been a year since we've gotten them.
I see.
It's kind of snuck
I'm
up on
happy
me.
that they're still with us.
Yeah, they're really good boys. Especially my dude's favorite is Icket, because Icket's the drama queen. He's the skinniest one, and he steals food from all the others' mouths, and then he gets beat up by everybody and screams like a little bitch. Whatever. He's the one who starts the fights. He starts the fight. It's his own fault.
Kind of like some other lolcow we talk about, huh?
Yeah.
Mean,
But,
nasty, spirited things to them.
he's a
And
special
honestly,
guy.
when you're watching this, you
Yeah.
immediately know this guy has to have some sort of IQ deficiency, some sort of mental illness, because these, quote, punishments he is inflicting on these people, allegedly, are downright batshit insane. And you're gonna see that right out the gate here.
Family Guy fan zone.
Let's
As of
see.
today,
Is his punishments
and
as
get
crazy
outta
as like
here. I
Danganronpa?
hope you close down your YouTube channel forever, or else it's gonna get terminated for calling me a man-child and for calling me a baby. But no, I am not a man-child or a baby. You are. You're the one that's acting like
really?
a man-child. And
You might as well just say, I know you are, but what am I?
So this is way more petty than the average Danganronpa punishment. I see. I see.
and a baby.
I know you are, but what am I?
But I am a grown adult, plus I'm 22 years old. But you're a 5-year-old. That's what you are.
He's only 22. He looks a lot older.
This was about a year ago. Apparently,
He's only 23. He looks a lot older.
No. So this must have been from 2023. Like these like the videos. I think. Holy shit! I think he might be my age. I'm 26 currently. I turned 26 back a few days, like back on the 2nd of June.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I think I remember.
Yes. Yeah, you were in my my birthday special.
Yeah.
Family Guy fan zone, you're acting like a 5-year-old. Guess what? I've already blocked you from my channel. That way you'll never bother me ever again. And for your punishment,
I don't think I've seen
I'm forcing
anything
you to
this
get the
level of
French
childlike
Canadian
pettiness as a
VHS of
Cairo.
Fantasia from Amazon.com.
You should have seen some of the stuff from
go buy
earlier,
that
my
tape.
friend.
And forcing them to buy stuff that they don't want to buy. And the reason why I had to force
But
people
yeah,
to
he-
buy stuff that they
he
don't
really
want to
does just feel like an
is
overgrown
because,
child.
well, take Andy Ho as an example. Andy Ho did all that stuff back in 2021 because he forced people to buy stuff. So I had to copy the exact same way he did back in 2021. And back in September of 2022, yes, I did screamed towards my haters, which did cause me to lose friends.
So, of course, the logic behind why he would try to force people to buy
That
these
is an
very
unfortunate angle
obscure
right there.
and weird things.
What? He looks like James Lindsay at this angle.
You know what? I think it's just like a shadow on the wall, but it looked like he had like even more of like a double chin.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't know who James Lindsay is, he's like this. He is very much a political lolcow. I'm definitely gonna do an episode on him in the future because
I need
he
to
used
see
to
a
be-
thing. I might know him, but I might not.
He used to be so before he basically went, kind of went insane in making up this term called the woke right. He actually used to be, he was pretty on top of like exposing all the stuff that was like going on in like elementary schools and like, stuff like Drag Queen Story Hour and like just all the kinds of crazy shit that teachers were trying to like indoctrinate their kids with. And then like around last year, I think the pivotal moment of this was when he was talking with Jordan Peterson. And he was telling Dr. Peterson, you wake up woke. Yes, it's like when you wake up and just going on pure schizo nonsense.
But yeah, I looked him up, and the first picture of him is very unfortunate, and it does look a lot like this guy.
Is because he saw somebody else do it, and that makes a lot of
James
sense.
Lindsay
Now,
by
obviously,
Odin.
Dan
I
has
barely
many more
remember
things
him, and
we're
that's
gonna
from
dive
Spoon's
into,
video
but
on
this
him, says
particular
Akira.
thing caught me off guard when I
Dunksy
first
says,
started
woke
watching
rightist
videos about the guy.
detective.
What do you mean you sent out angry videos to people? And they're all kind of like in the same vein, where he's just like, I hate you. You better get off YouTube before I delete you. If you don't, well, I'm gonna report you. Yeah, to make up for it, you better buy this crazy, rare, obscure DVD that you won't find anywhere, but I'll tell you it's on Amazon, even though it's not. I don't know. It's just so insane.
I still have all my Backyardigans ones.
Wow.
Yeah, I have almost the complete
yes,
series.
I did send people.
Damn. Okay.
And
yeah, that was my
to George Moeller.
special kid interest.
And also, yes, I did steal SpongeBob
That only Lilo and
SquarePants
Stitch,
line
but I didn't have the
and Will
DVDs.
Smith's line just because I got mad at a certain person.
He's like the I think Dunksty is talking about James Lindsay. He's like the horseshoe theory version of Julius Evola. Not nearly as smart though. I see.
And yes,
Don't
I
know
did
who that
bash
is either.
Parker's opinion
Neither
on
do
the
I.
Wiggles and
I
Blue's
probably
Clues
should,
since
though.
yesterday. And yes, I did do because I did tell Bella Harris to shove
PDF Elia. That's what was censored.
the middle finger up her private parts when she was young. And I did send that threat to Randy and Reese, which caused Christopher Leon to be mad at me. And I did show myself naked on Google Meets, which is to 3 minors.
I cannot be the only one
that's
was listening to him go on.
Okay. That seems like the biggest thing against him is him putting himself naked in front of kids. Because like the threat is like he needs to like mention if I need like a little bit more of like did he know thing. But yeah, no, definitely with the kid thing, you definitely should not show yourself naked like that.
Yeah.
Even to anyone. No one needs to see that.
Yes.
Man.
Nobody. Dan, nobody needs to see your meat, okay? Nobody does.
If you find
let alone children.
If you find a lady somehow, then I guess she can see that, but no one else wants to see that.
Uper says this guy needs to go back to making out with dogs.
Yeah.
No.
And on, being like, yeah, and I did this, and I did this, and then I did this, and it just
Send to
progressively
the rats,
got
yes.
worse and worse and worse. I know I'm chuckling here, but it's just like, holy crap, how can you just so casually admit all these terrible things, and then try to sprinkle some really mundane things in between to make it seem not as bad, but just to casually be like, yeah, I did PDF stuff, I was naked on a panel with like 3 kids, and I knew it, but I'm sorry about it. I guess at least he's apologizing, but I mean, you can't really apologize for these types of things. These are not mistakes. These are just actual terrible predatory behaviors.
I do wonder
That TikTok
if we actually had like infinite resources and every crime actually got punished, how many more like people would be in for like grooming shit, pedophilia shit?
A
Because a lot of it just like, yeah. Because I feel like a lot of it just goes under the radar. It doesn't actually get punished appropriately, just based on what you see from just like Lolcows.
Yes.
Like Lakari, I don't think he's gotten like any. I don't think he got any consequences.
So in my ultra-authoritarian, far-right monarchist society, yes, this would absolutely go punished. And the punishment would be rather harsh.
Mm-hmm.
video of
Yeah.
myself
It's
getting
mostly
ready
just
for
the
bed,
resources
which is
to
the song
find
from
them all.
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Yep.
That was
And prosecute.
Well, that's what Palantir's for. I would completely repurpose Palantir to benefit the citizens of the nation. And
What's
it would
Palantir?
be so Palantir. I did a whole stream about Palantir, so I'll make this very, very quickly. So Palantir, it's this company that was founded around after 9/11 that's all about surveillance, particularly surveillance of
Okay, so like patriotic
domestic
shit.
citizens.
Okay.
And now, Palantir has been kind of branching out into war, as Emily Yukis would put it, AI surveillance murder technology.
Ah. That sounds
Really,
like
Mike?
something freaking what's-his-face would say. Francis E. Deck.
And yes, Alex Karp is Jewish. Same with Peter Thiel.
Huh.
fault for what.
If you really think about it, Palantir is like the ultimate DEI company. It's ran by, black, Alex Karp, he's part black, Jewish, Peter Thiel and Karp, neurodivergent, they're both autistic, and queer, Peter Thiel is very much a queer. It's very diverse. I don't know why the woke, I don't know why the wokies hate it so much.
Interesting.
And then Okaira says, invite the smart and very nice rat to the server. Yeah, if you want, I can send you an invite.
Okay.
What I did back in 2020.
Hope you could handle a lot of edgy stuff being said.
Yeah.
Great. So
yeah,
that was the TikTok video that you guys just mentioned. Because I did make that TikTok video back in 2023. Because for what I did,
probably be more of a
disgusting.
lurker, but
you'll
get
that time. But this is why I've been losing a lot of friends recently. And yes, I did call.
And Okaira says, "Beware of Dusty. He rants." Yeah, you don't need to worry about him. Dusty's one of my mods. He's very much the ranting type, but he mainly rants at me. So.
Yeah.
Norris the N-word back in 2021. I'm sorry for all the bad stuff I have done and everything I've caused. I did act like a man-child too, and act like a zoo by licking my dog's tongue in front of everyone on social media.
Something's got to give, boys. It just gets worse
in front of everyone.
and worse.
Wait, they have video of it?
Fine.
Video of? Oh, okay. I got to go back. I was reading chat.
Because he said it was like on.
And everything I've caused. I did act like a man-child too, and act like a zoo by licking my dog's tongue in front of everyone on social media.
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
this part,
of everyone
yes.
on social media. Huh.
Yes.
Something's got to give, boys. It just gets worse and worse.
And yes, Chef Okaira would probably go insane
yeah, but I
if you
also
were
licked
on
my
there.
dog's tongue in front of. Oh God, no! I also have baby fetishes. Oh God, no! It just gets worse and worse. This guy talks about Blue's Clues a lot, Dora the Explorer, like actual, like real toddler shows. Like when we say kids shows, I think most people are talking about like 8 to maybe like 15-year-olds watching these like cartoons. No, this guy's actually talking about children shows, and it's actually
Has he got the good shit like Little Bear? I don't think I've heard him talk about Little Bear.
No, he hasn't. I don't think Dan would really know this stuff. And then Uper asks, when you're king, will make dog marriage illegal. No, Uper, no! No!
Why can't the Chihuahuas get married to each other?
Okay, the Chihuahuas to each other, I guess. I mean, but if we're talking about Dan Sobel marrying a Chihuahua, no! No, Uper, you will be executed for that.
But we'll get into that.
I've done
But
all
what
of those
if
things for the whole.
he married them and then they just magically turned into a Chihuahua? Have you heard that excuse? Did you ever hear those excuses with people and donkeys?
I'm hearing right now.
No, it's like there were people who I remember. It was like I forget which country it was, but they were like me doing stuff with the donkey. It was a person like a few seconds ago. I swear it was just a prostitute, and then and then they like turned into a donkey because of black magic.
Colombia?
I think it was a different country.
Okay, because that reminds me of like when Kirsha was talking about the fucking Colombian donkey fucking. I was like, what? I don't even like Kirsha much these days, and that still just lingers in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what? Where is that? Okay, this is making my brains hurt.
5 years. I'm really sorry, everyone. Can you all forgive
They're beating
me?
against
if you
each
don't want
other.
to accept my apology, I'm fine dealing with people who denying my apology.
Yeah, I can
I'm
tell
gonna handle
Sheffo,
that
it's
from
a
now
meme.
on.
So now that you're sufficiently aware
Sheffo's
that
from
this guy
Colombia.
is a self-admitted creep and is very aware of his behavior, but seemingly doesn't care, even if he is sending this apology here. Again, apologies don't really mean anything if there's no actions behind those words. Let's look at some of the other questionable things he's done. Now, other locales we have covered in the past, like a Cyrax, have tried to do these weird little VTuber arcs where they hide behind these very kid-friendly,
Oh, is he gonna get like a little
characters
avatar?
to hide that they look like a slob and a monster. But they also are obviously targeting children, which is a big no-no. So let's check out some of that here.
Hola, Dan Sobel. Soy nice.
What the fuck?
Oh, of course, Dan's too lazy to try to get an actual fucking model. Of course he has to.
Couldn't even put it in Grok or something?
No. He's on Google Images. He's pretending to be a character from fucking Dora the Explorer.
It's not even like a custom thing. I guess this is from one of the newer shows.
I don't know. If I were to take a guess, I think.
Yeah, I am very delighted to meet you for the first time. How are things going with you
listen to
today?
his fucking falsetto
That's very
voice.
great to hear.
God.
Anyways, I'm gonna tell you my favorite season 3 episode of
I have
Blue's
not
Clues.
had enough to
Wanna know
drink.
what it is? Okay, let
And
me
I
tell
don't have
you.
more-
My
and I
favorite
don't have any
season 3
more.
episode of Blue's Clues is environments.
How dare you call me a man-child? I am telling your parents. Be me, Fadi, and more. Get your son.
What did he do now?
Hamoud just called me a man-child.
Hamoud, how could you calling Dan Sobel a man-child? You know he's not a man-child.
You are grounded until we go to the movies to see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Go to your room.
I've heard of donkey shows way before Kirsha. I think it was on Drawn Together, says Dunksty on Kick. I see.
Room now.
I genuinely have the weirdest vibes watching this type of
How the
stuff.
fuck
Like,
did he
who is
find
this
that?
for besides children? And the logic just gets dumber and dumber. Sometimes I feel bad covering these people because their IQ, their mental faculties are clearly not all there. But you know, when you see that children are involved and that they're self-admittedly doing very strange and unscrupulous things, if you will, with children around, that immediately makes me lose all sympathy for you. You're no longer a human to me. I don't know about you guys, but I do not see PDFs on the same level as human beings.
By the powers of Satan!
I agree.
Bartman Homer the 7th, you have been cursed. And
By
I
the
got
powers
the
of
3
Sega?
cards.
What?
It's
Is he Sega or Satan?
It's a very weird username.
Here for a curse.
Huh.
Okay, the first card for this curse.
Oh, he snorts like DSP.
The pig roach.
Yes,
He's got
the
a
pig
nasal
roach.
drip. He's got a nasal drip. It's a condition. It's a condition. Don't make fun of his nasal drip. It's a condition.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything
Like
correct.
his gout.
How did he even get gout, if I'm being honest?
Meat. It's just meat.
I
Only
see.
meat, I guess. I don't know.
I think, okay, no, wait, I remember how gout's caused. It's like, it's a specific
I think it's like fatty
thing.
meats or something. Yeah. It was like it used to be a rich person's disease because of like the food that they'd eat.
Yeah, and they weren't really doing much. If you're gonna be eating a majority, like, meat diet, you have to actually, like, be doing stuff with it. You can't just be like, oh, I do sing tea and crumpets, or, you know, DSP.
Yeah.
This is the King of Hearts. The King of Hearts means that you need to start getting a job.
You get gout by only eating rich meat and alcohol, I assume. I don't know what kind of booze. Is it like just like booze in general, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about DSP's condition, nor do I really care. I'm not Bobby Hill either.
Lots of money for the rest of your life. Our second card for the curse is the Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Hearts means that you
Mostly
need to start
wine.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Yeah,
lots of
because he's
junk
also, I
food
think,
for the rest
isn't
of
he
your
like
life. And the last card for this curse is
he has to be like an alcoholic.
Oh, yes, DSP is an alcoholic.
the Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs means that you need to start drinking until you and rest in peace in heaven. So then, anyways, those are.
Oh, that was censored, but I assume it was
it
some
bleach or
probably bleach. Probably it's like you drink enough bleach until you get sent to heaven.
That reminds me, whenever I took chemistry, one of the kids, he would always joke. I think before every test, he's like, "Could I just get the bleach and could I just like drink that, please, instead of taking this test?" Every time, I think every single test.
Oh my goodness. It's basically caused by severe and constant dehydration alongside overloaded kidneys. Okay, I see.
Our three cards for the curse. Our three cards
The
again
gout.
is the King of Hearts, the Jack of Hearts, and last but not
Drink
least,
plenty
the
of water,
Jack
kids.
of Clubs. So anyways,
Freaking
this is your
gout
big
in
guy,
this day
Dan
and age,
Sobel,
it's just
saying
funny.
peace out.
I don't even
Yeah.
really know how to react to this one without laughing, so this is like my 8th take trying to record this segment. So apparently Dan is out here with some random playing cards, acting like these are cards of death. Buddy has been watching too much Death Note or something, and that's very obvious. He sends this to another YouTube.
Okay, you're giving Dan too much credit here. For him, I think he'd be pissing his pants if he was watching Death Note.
Maybe I'll have to give that one a try at some point. At some point, I do want to go through a bunch of like popular anime and see how long before it's like, yep, nope, there's too much like weird sex shit, like, and do a test on how long it takes with a bunch of them.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
The overdramatic, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Thing in,
thing
in
Death
Death
Note is mainly known for, is it being... but it's also a really good story, too. That's the thing, it's also a really good story. I know the anime and the manga diverge, like, quite differently, because, like, the manga was still ongoing when the anime ended, but that is a series I will have to give a watch. I've never heard of Yojo Senki before, Sheffo. What's it about? Anyways,
That's apparently in
let's
his little
continue.
corner of the internet, and they actually react and send a reply back, so we'll check that out in a second. This is absolutely diabolical, and honestly, I'm shocked that more people don't know about Dan at this point, because this guy acts and reacts like an actual 5 IQ, brain-dead individual, and this is exactly the type of person everybody warned you not to be when you're growing up. Like, don't play too many video games, don't watch too many anime.
Didn't Trump get the Death Note in the manga? Or Was he? I don't know if he was killed by the Death Note. It's a show about a little girl fighting in World War I with magic. Huh. I see.
You'll turn into a brain mush weirdo, and this is exactly that weirdo they were warning you not to turn into.
Oh, Yojo Senki is the saga of Tanya the Evil. Okay, that's just the Japanese name of that show. Okay. Trump sells the Death Note. What?
Oh my god. Oh, that's Sobel. Are you for real? Seriously? Seriously, this is not how you read playing cards properly. I mean, oh no, I've been cursed by Dan Sobel playing cards.
Okay, Akairo, he needs money, and if I were to take a guess, it's to send it all to Israel. That's my guess.
No, it gets worse. There's much more going on behind the scenes. There's clips of him saying the N-word with the hard R and various other interesting choice words to people. And he doesn't just say you're the N-word. No, he emphasizes it with telling you what color you are first, which makes it even more
okay, so that does answer the earlier thing.
He's like Ice Poseidon.
Racism, PDF, activity, man-child behavior, and everything in between isn't enough for you to hate somebody. We're just only entering the ride here. There's still more to go. So let's jump into the next antic here that will probably set your brain on fire because we're all normal people with common sense, I hope.
Well, everyone, I'm afraid I have some shocking and devastating news that I'm gonna have to tell you all. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, has passed away at the age of 100. And, oh man, that was the
political
longest
commentary.
life
Now Dan is getting into my niche.
has ever lived. So, anyways, let's give it a moment of silence. Thank you. Jimmy Carter will be sadly missed. May he now rest in peace.
So as you can see, there's things that are as mundane as this guy just randomly making videos about people who have passed, and this is definitely not the first person he's done it for. And as you can tell, he has no idea who these people are. You think Dan has any idea the contributions that Jimmy Carter did as a president, or even when he was president? Shoot, I can hardly tell you any of that. And I'd like to think I have a little bit more mental fortitude than this guy does. Let's check out some of this weird Blue's Clues stuff he likes to do. I mentioned earlier he seems to be obsessed with shows like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer, and this will definitely give you a little bit of insight on that.
He does have a nasally Karen voice.
We just got a ladder. We just got a ladder. We just got a ladder. I wonder who
does he live on his own, or does he have a caretaker?
I have a feeling he probably lives with his parents, and I don't think he, at least in my case, I have an intention of moving out again.
There's nothing wrong with living with your parents as long as there's forward motion.
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna be a fucking leech forever. You're actually trying to you're basically using kind of their place to help you get a good launch.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a letter from our friend Matthew Prano.
Hi, Dan and everybody else. Today I want to show you my notebook collection.
They really do all look the same.
Upcoming series.
I know they're all the same kind of dysgenic fucktards, and it annoys the shit out of me.
It's the Lolcow genes.
Yep, I swear there is some sort of genetic phenotype for being a Lolcow, and it is people who look like Dan or Chris or Cyrex or Daniel Larson or World of T-shirts or anybody who really looks like them. There is a phenotype. Night Dunksy, and he says, have fun milking the Lolcow.
I don't think I want his. Have a good night, though.
To see it, honestly, I got the Flying Colors Handy Dandy Notebook from Steve, which I'm going to be using it for Season 1 and Season 2 of Blue's Clues and
I used to have one of those.
Really?
I got the
Yeah.
Halloween-themed Handy Dandy Notebook, which which has a Halloween themed striped crayon, and a ghost that was just named Boo Wah!
I don't know. There's just something absolutely disturbing to me.
close-ups keep getting
Acting
closer.
like little children.
I can
being
see
so
his
excited
pores.
about this stuff. I get that there's mental illnesses. People can have autism, Down syndrome, whatever it may be, and their interests may be skewed into these things. And that's entirely fine. But when these people are self-admitted predators, that's when I start feeling very wrong about this. It just feels like any and every way they could possibly get closer to children, they will do it.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan, the My Little Pony and Sophia the First
Oh
fan,
yeah, this
and
was
I'm
at
here
Burger King then.
King once again. And guess what they brought back?
One of the worst fast food choices.
Yep, Burger King just brought back the bacon melt. So this is our taste test review of the day.
The most goy sloppiest of goy
The
slop.
folks over at BK. So take a look right here on the thumbnail, everybody.
Ooh, how appetizing does that look, Mrs. Volta?
Well, have you learned about my food habits?
I have not.
I might need to preface this with that a little bit. I eat everything plain and dry. I eat like a 5-year-old. It's like hot dogs, hamburgers, pasta with no sauce.
Huh?
Pizza with only cheese and a little bit of sauce. Grilled cheeses. Cereal. That's most of my diet. And steak
too.
now. My dude added steak to my diet.
Good. I too like to eat things pretty plain, but for me I do like pasta with sauce. I have grown up in that regard. I also like a lot of more like I guess fancier things these days too. It's like my taste buds in particular, like if it to me it's like even if I wouldn't have liked it as a kid, it's like if maybe I'll give something a try. It's like and if it's good, it's like holy shit, this is good, and I will eat the whole fucking appetizer.
I keep trying to try stuff, and it barely works. And what it does, it's mostly other fried things, and it's like it's not
I
good.
do like fried things,
but yeah,
mainly
not
fried
British.
nuclear bombs. That's my favorite. That's my go-to.
I think more
It's got
attendees
some
person.
bacon, and it's got some cheese right there on the thumbnail right now. A special beef patty if you
So
have
it doesn't
The
look
cheese,
appetizing.
right? For a
So
melt, for a melt, this isn't very melty.
Yeah. So that was part of my my thing of it doesn't look appealing in general because I would just want nothing on my burger. But in general, I don't like Burger King burgers because they have the sesame seeds on them.
I see.
me. Take a look on the thumbnail right now. We're gonna go
And like the
ahead
meat itself
and
is
try
meh.
one of the bacon melt from the folks over at BK. So what are we waiting for? Let's get ready to peep this out. But first,
My go-to is Sonic. It's
I
greasy, but
see.
it's good.
I see.
In terms of burgers.
There's like a local fried chicken joint that I like to frequent.
We got a good burger like chain around here. That's pretty good.
I see.
That's probably better than Sonic, but I don't think you'd know that one. You didn't
Okaira
sniff before?
says, having worked briefly in fast food, they don't put much effort into it. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chefo, I know. A lot of Israeli cuisine is actually stolen from other parts of the world. That's how typical.
Yeah, it's basically American. We just
Yeah,
have a
all
bunch
intents
of.
and purposes.
It's a buffet of. We just take the best parts of everyone's things and just make it better most of the time.
Yeah.
I gotta get ready to try.
But yeah, Chefo, I actually don't really like most Jewish cuisine, so to speak. Just because I have it in my blood, that doesn't mean I have to like the cuisine.
About locales and doing really gross food reviews.
What even
food
is
hacks.
the cuisine? I'm trying to think. Like naan bread's good.
Naan bread, that's from the like India. Naan bread's from India.
Yeah, but in general, like unleavened bread kind of stuff.
Yeah, unleavened. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. It differs depending on like naan can differ depending on which country. Like I know I'm also part Iranian, so I've had a lot of Iranian food throughout my life. I fucking love it, man. It's so good. It's the one thing in the Middle East that doesn't look like somebody shat on your plate.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because I'm not
stews.
used to.
There are some stews, but it's like that's not like the main thing, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever. The most notorious is obviously King Cobra JFS when it comes to that type of stuff. But holy cow, I don't know what it is.
Rest in peace,
Cobes.
Cobes.
Absolutely, just
Yeah,
being
Cobes was great.
diabolically boring, but then diabolically gross on top.
Yeah, Lebanese food is also like actual food. Like yeah, Chef was part Lebanese, which is why he mentioned that. Yeah, Lebanese food is also like actual food. There is a Lebanese place nearby. It's about like 20 minutes from where I'm at. I haven't had it yet, but I assume it's probably pretty good.
Top of it, and then thinking they need to record it and give us their opinion like it matters to anybody at
Wait,
all.
we were talking about
I honestly could have
Lolcows?
lived the rest of my life never knowing what the hell this burger looked like dissected, but here we are.
Oh shit, here we go again.
I have an explaining to do about your videos on me. Explain to me, Dylan.
Oh god. Now you're look, whenever someone makes videos
Everyone's
of
voices
you,
are
you
so
just
interesting.
fucking lose your shit.
Sorry.
Dylan,
I'm not in a perfect
Dylan, you need to explain this now.
I have to
Explain
say
why
they
you keep
are.
making videos out of me and not leaving me alone. You better explain, Dylan.
It's simple because you're.
Dylan, I want you to listen good.
Y'all
I've had enough of
Such
going
a
after
okay.
people
It really is all of them. Okay.
to making bad videos out of me. I just had enough.
They're not
and thanks
bad
to that-
videos out of you. They're videos criticizing you for what you've done.
Look, I
You,
had
like,
enough
it's
with
for
these
what you've done.
criticizing.
Like,
I've
you
heard all
don't
these
need to
vocal
crack
types
right now.
before.
Dan, chill.
Look, the guys, listen to me. I am traumatized and depressed right now.
You're not going through anything but shit
Still.
that you put yourself through.
It's a
Look,
stupid
I had
critique, but
enough.
why
Every
freaking
time I
Cadence?
see
No
a
one likes
video that
Cadence.
People keep doing to me.
She's no one's favorite.
It's all on you, Dan. It's all on you. Like we have nothing to do with
I
it.
agree, Okairo. This is
Like,
kind of
if you do all
sad,
this
but
shit, we
it's
wouldn't
also
even have
really
to do it.
funny.
Like,
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
just stayed off the
Would have
internet, we
just
wouldn't even
left
be
you.
making those videos out of you. Like, do you even know how the internet works?
So in some more recent news, apparently Dan has been on a spree apologizing for all these absolutely deplorable things he's done, which, you know, obviously means nothing to anybody. And now he's trying to tell people to stop bothering him. Maybe we've heard this before from other lolcows, how people are just ruining their lives. The trolls won't let them just go away and live their life all alone, with nobody bothering them. And realistically, if these people would just disappear, likely they wouldn't be dealing with it. As you hear here in the clips, that's just not how the internet works. The more you feed the internet, the more the internet will come after you. And like I've said in several past videos on different lolcows, I don't think it really matters if you left or not. You're always going to have that small subgroup of people lingering around just to cause you hell because of the things you've done. Sometimes
the best solution to that is just like, I don't know, fuck off from the internet. That seems to be the best solution if you don't want people to be messing
the cool
with
cat clip. The cool cat clip. Just ignore them.
Just ignore them. Yeah, I know for someone like Dan or Cyrax, it's like that's impossible. They basically live their lives online. It's like if they were to get off the internet, they basically reality would slam them so fucking hard in the face that it's like, well, they'd have no other choice but to get back on to experience some sense of like familiarity. They genuinely can't handle it. And
Yeah,
I do agree, Okairo. It is impossible for most people on the internet.
I mean, it is designed to be pretty addictive.
Mm-hmm.
apologizing.
That's what that one SJW lolcow.
Oh, you're talking about Andrew
Dobson. The inflation guy. The inflation guy. No, Andrew motherfucking Dobson.
I think that's my best performing video. I reacted to the Magic Mush thing back when I was doing more of the reaction channel stuff. I think that's the one that's doing the best is the Andrew Dobson video.
Bro, I reacted to that same one back in the day. Man, that was a legendary video. To be fair,
Magic Mush in general is really good.
Dobson was forced by his family to leave because he cost his brother a job. Yes. And then Okaira says, if someone like Grums, Savvy, or Chibi, etc. stepped away for a month, they'd become nobodies. That's their whole thing. Their whole thing is to grift.
Yeah.
Just isn't enough to atone for your
Chibi's
mistakes.
there to poke a bear and then scream out that, oh no, I'm being attacked for no reason by bears. Help me, give me money. Give me all your money.
I wish I had loyal pay pigs like the ones he has.
It's pretty crazy.
That helps solve a lot of my problems. I never have to work a day in my life ever again.
I think it was pretty funny though that he's not loyal to his pay pigs back whenever they were stupid, where some of them were stupid enough to use their real names, and then it's like, so he put out a tweet. It's like, by the way, you probably shouldn't use your real name after he already got the money or whatever.
I do recall that, yes.
And then people started taking their money away, and he's like, okay, delete this tweet so they don't know anymore.
And yes, Sheffo, you have given me $3 via Buy Me a Coffee. If you're interested in donating and being a personal pay pig of mine today, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/creamsiclevt, all lowercase. That is KREEMSICLEVT. Oh.
It also my name's short when it comes to spelling shit.
Yes.
This is I shill for my Fortnite shit.
Though. I still think
you do have a creator code, so feel free to shill it here. While if we're trying to shill for money, show your Fortnite creator code.
If for some reason you're on Fortnite and spending money on Fortnite, it's code Vera_Volta, and one day I will be able to get basically free skins from other people's labor. That's basically all it's basically all it'll be. So don't even worry about it. I just think it's funny.
I know Damien plays Fortnite. I should send him. If he's in the mood of buying cosmetics or whatever, I can send him your code.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really help anyone but me, so I no need. But I appreciate the thought.
And they are sickos.
Look, you guys are just ruining my life. All you did, Dylan, is just react to my recent angry message videos. How I threatened someone to force someone to buy Bear in the Big Blue House VHS.
If you were to do that shit, I would have ignored you.
Oh, that was a good show too.
What show?
I didn't. Bear in the Big Blue House.
I
didn't like Shadow though.
Up.
I had like Memory Holder, and then I saw like a clip again, and it's like, oh, I remember hating this thing. I hated Shadow.
I am Shadow the Hedgehog, Josie62's favorite Sonic character in the world. And I always make fun of her for that. I always say Silver the hot dog is the better hot dog.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is the little edgy boy? Well, edgier.
Silver.
They're both edgy boys for different reasons.
It's no use! Take this! I can't do a good Pete Capella Silver.
I think he's trying to, and I think with like the way that his bangs are, I think they were trying to do a Trunks.
Yes,
the future thing.
They literally mentioned that Silver was based off Trunks from Dragon Ball.
No way.
Deserve to be.
Cooper is 16.
We're not talking about Cooper. We're not talking about Cooper, and we did not say he deserved. Cooper did this shit to himself. And Cooper shouldn't be hanging out with you because he's a fucking 16-year-old minor. Cooper is a fucking minor, and he shouldn't be hanging out with like you, Ben Lucero, and Eric Payton. And that's just called basic.
It feels weird.
Well,
how they always just say minor.
Deeper. The plot gets deeper. But yes, I do find that pretty weird too.
Because it's always in these drama things. It's just like the minors, and it's like, just say kids. I feel like that makes it more clear what's happening.
I think they say minor because it's the legal term.
Yeah.
And they want to be like all legalistic.
Yeah.
But you're not
Well,
gonna
as
get
long as
you're not gonna get demonetized for saying kid. Okay.
yeah, just as long as you're not getting your legal advice from Legal Mindset, I guess. Go East.
Legal Mindset or Legal Eagle. It's like there's a or Nick Rekieta, you know.
I remember back when I used to watch him. I was actually watching the Rittenhouse stuff while it was happening while I was in college. Before he went. Well, before it was obvious that he went crazy.
I see.
Only thing you did is that you ruined my life.
Rexus says the plot thickens or in case of these degens, the plot inflates. No! No!
You ruined Ben Lucero's life. All you did was
to yourself.
You ruined your life, Dan. You ruined your own life by joining the internet.
You've made that
you ruined your
life.
It's your decision. You made those life-altering decisions, not us. We did not tell you to fucking show your dick to Hamoudi. We did not tell you to admit to being a.
Just this guy literally said it's like we did not tell you to show your dick to who, and I'm going to assume that who is an underage kid.
Yeah, probably. Or it's just another person that he shouldn't be showing his dick regardless. But
yes. But Dan has probably committed a felony.
Did you ever see freaking whenever Toon Critic was an old Brody like pedo-ish dude, and it's a bunch of these Brodies. It's the Brody analyst community come together to try to like
people.
You've like betrayed our trust, and it is one of the funniest freaking things. I used to watch some of them when I was like a teenager, but it's so cringe the way that they like how they talk about it, and it feels silly.
The brony analyst people, they're a piece of work themselves, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Some of them are like mostly staying there late and they're just chill enough, but then there's others where it's like, oh god. Now like KP, because of like the Saberspark stuff, she's more mainstreamy Lolcow because of her idiocy.
In your quote-unquote apology video. Like, how many times are we gonna have to say this? It's not our fault. You did this to yourself, Dan.
So the current clips we're seeing are roughly about a month to 2 months old. The upload date says a month here, so I'm going to assume it's somewhere between there. Could be older though, who knows. And of course, this idiot is once again self-snitching and just admitting to everything he's ever been accused of, which I guess is a nice switch of pace, with all these lolcows lying all the time and trying to rewrite history right in front of our eyes. But even with that said, he tries to act like it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal that he did these things. And of course, it's absolutely a big deal to victimize anybody under the age. And honestly, it's wrong to do that to anybody over the age as well. Just don't do this.
So that was a nice little summary as to who Dan Sobel is.
Yeah.
What say you, Mrs. Volta? What say you?
Yeah, I think I get the general gist of him. I'm not sure if he's not gonna be like a new favorite of mine, but he's interesting. Yeah, no, I feel like I've got some more.
He hasn't really been active as of late. That's something else too that I was like thinking. It's like, okay, I tried to find more recent stuff, and all that I could find was from like around a year ago, and that kind of made things a bit more interesting, I guess. But at the same time, it's just like at least I know I'm not completely retreading old ground from ye olden days.
I'm just glad you didn't show me like a plush guy.
Oh no, the fucking plush people. I would, if I were to talk about some of those people,
I thought that was.
I would start saying slurs. I would start saying slurs.
That was again back in my more reacty days. Someone sent me that to react to. And it's like, nope, I could not get through that whole one with the Sonic plush guy. It's like, no, this is too gross. Nope.
Oh man, the fucking Sonic plushies. That is, my goodness, that is its own Oh, that's its own rabbit hole that can take a long time to get through.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking about that. I've been down that rabbit hole before. It's oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's gross. It
Yeah.
gets really gross.
But I'm not. I'll do the Nick. I'll probably go through the Nick Bates stuff, which is very extremely gross and extremely
Yes.
evil. But at least there's like an end goal
aware.
to it.
Be aware. At least the good thing to know, he did get arrested and is serving his sentence in prison. I think, you know, he should be, executed in Minecraft and Roblox and Deadlock.
In general, it's especially with the recidivism, right? You know what I mean? Rates
Yes.
with like pedophiles and general predators that do not get strong enough sentences.
Yeah,
And that's even when
the
we
repeat
actually
offenders.
prosecute them. Yeah.
The repeat offenders, basically.
Yeah. But of course other countries are even worse at it. See Japan. Ugh.
Yeah. It wasn't until recently that they finally decided that it's like, we could actually we should actually do something about this.
Yeah,
that was back in '99.
Oh, about the CP stuff? Yeah. It wasn't until
Yes.
2023 that they changed
That they
laws for
that they raised the age of consent.
It wasn't until
to be
2023 that they changed the definition of assault. Because before you had to prove that you fought. When a lot of the times, especially with kids, sometimes they just freeze. So they can't really fight back. And they're like, they didn't fight back. So that means that they wanted it. And it's like, what the hell, Japanese government?
That's a fucking bullshit standard right there. Like,
Yeah.
no, you needed to have fought. I'm like, do you think a kid
Proven.
could take on an adult?
And you have to like prove that you fought too. So, and then if you even want to pursue it at all, you go to the cops and they give you the doll and they're like, act out like this doll is doing what he did to you.
Ugh.
Relive it right now. And that's what they do with every single one still. They still do the doll. They call it the second rape.
Yeah, that's...
And then they take pictures of it while you have to, like, this is what he did to me. And then they take pictures of it while they try to recreate the crime. And it's like, no wonder no one goes and reports their stuff in Japan, because they barely ever, even if you do that, they won't even prosecute it, because they only prosecute things that they're 100% super duper sure of. And if they need to do, like, any work to prove it, they won't do it. Because they want to point at, like, my over 93% conviction rate or whatever. And it's like...
Akaira says, you'd have better luck going to a Yakuza to get
Unironically,
justice.
yes.
Unironically. And then he also says, you mean like the UK with 240 hours of community service for a grapist?
That's ridiculous. Yeah. But yeah,
it's so Japanese law, man. It's designed for a specific population, and it's just like, oh my goodness, the fact that I don't think it has really adapted all that well into a more globalized society that we are living through, and even before all this, like, I know a lot
globalization doesn't even matter that much. They're still pretty isolated. It's just in terms of, like, just how they treat their criminals in general, especially like if they're like underage criminals, they slap on the wrist if you're a kid when you did it. All the ones who like tortured that one chick, and murdered her, like the one that everyone always talks about. What is it, Junko? They freaking super tortured, did like horrible things to her for like forever, and then I think they're all free, no consequences really. It was because they were all minors when it happened.
The whole Junko case that feminists love to abuse the shit out of. I know what happened. That poor girl, man. That poor girl.
I haven't even looked into it fully because I don't want to.
It's a rabbit hole. I promise you, it's a rabbit hole.
Like, I'll look into the legal consequences, but I don't want to hear the specifics of what they did to that chick.
Neither do I, but unfortunately, I know what happened. It's really, I'm not gonna say it either. It's really brutal.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's because in Japan, prosecutors are rated by their convictions. It was actually because their parents were part of the Communist Party and entirely ruined the investigation. I say.
It's a bit of both, probably.
Probably.
Because regardless, there's been several crimes. Whenever, if you're an adolescent, they do not do much to. It'll be like the most heinous crime, and it's like they were a kid.
Yeah, I don't. In my mind, I think that if a kid were to murder somebody, it's like they committed murder. Like, don't be. Yeah, I wouldn't wear kid gloves, as Okairo puts it.
It might be. It could be like manslaughter is a thing. Okay, I give your arguments for if they should be tried as an adult when manslaughter happens. Maybe, I don't know, but this is a lot of the like very pre-planned heinous crimes, and they still just do not care.
Yeah. I think a lot of people need to really learn about the realities of Japanese civilization of today. It's not all like, flashy anime lights or whatever. It's still a society of people, and people are not exactly the greatest. And that's me putting it lightly.
That's what I want to start with. That's gonna be the video that I lay the groundwork with. I'm gonna start with like a general like Japan's not a paradise thing, and it's so funny. Japan is basically everything wrong with America, and then you dial it to 11.
In a
it's
way,
like, do you want lobbying to be even worse than it is here? Welcome to Japan.
Nuts in Japan.
Because it's all literally just like, oh, I might if I do this, then I'll eventually get a job there, kind of thing. It's all that. It's all just government people securing their careers in the next thing, and then the government overreach type of thing, because the government's in charge of everything there, and just in general, Japan is just it's comical sometimes how like over the top depraved some things can get.
Yeah. Even in its ancient history, like Okairo was actually teaching me about some of the sketches that were being made and that were depicting absolutely insane things.
Have you I need to look more into the tale of Genji, because they've apparently that's their excuse for why they see Lolita, the book, differently in Japan. It's like the tale of Genji. But then you look at the tale of Genji, it's like, holy shit, this is messed up. What do you mean? This is supposed to make it better? That he like kidnaps a kid. That he like kidnaps a kid and like forces the kid to be his bride. It's the same and that's also a tale of Genji, like kidnapping like someone's like forcing them to be your bride. It's like, that doesn't make it better. What?
Yeah, I've seen the movie of Lolita recently, and I was
the
just
Kubrick or the other one?
Kubrick.
Okay.
I was pretty disturbed like throughout my watching of it. It's just like the way, and this is pretty accurate to the book too. It's like the way that Humbert just like romanticizes this this underage girl, and I have a feeling the casting was. I have a feeling the casting of Lolita herself was a bit more was pretty intentional to kind of like capture that vibe. It's like, because I think the actress at the time the actress who was playing the character at the time was older than the character in the book, and I think that was an interesting choice by Kubrick to show that it's like, this is how this guy thinks of like this pretty young girl. His senses of like, his senses, he is delusional. Humbert is absolutely delusional, and I think this is a way to kind of show that.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, I think in both adaptations of Lolita, I think the girl who got cast ended up like having like consequences, like feeling like had some issues afterwards.
From the oy veys, there were probably a lot of oy veys were being said.
Yeah, there's probably some mental shit going on.
Mm.
But
yeah, Hollywood is all sorts of fucked up. That's another thing for another time. But thank you for joining me tonight, Mrs. Volta.
Yeah, it was fun. Maybe next time we can talk about depressing Lolcow shit or something, or I can debate you on
Probably.
monarchy.
I have been doing more reading into monarchist thought, and no doubt you'll definitely be, if you do decide to participate more in Okairo's server, you'll definitely get you'll be able to get your fill from Dusty.
Yeah.
He has a lot more time to be reading like more esoteric historical sources than I do. Cuz I like to try to spend a portion of my time on the weekdays to just do job searching stuff.
Yeah,
And then after that I get pretty burnt out and I just want to play video for the rest of the day.
Honestly, that's the thing that I'm like the happiest to be done with is job searching. I hated that. It's like the worst feelings ever. So I sympathize you going through it.
It's a humiliation ritual. But it's one we have to go through because my money. I wouldn't call myself a greedy person, but I understand it's like I understand the importance of money in this society. It's stupid, but it's like
society
survive. If you're gonna survive, it's like you have to, but you don't have to be completely corrupted by it either.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't go. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Don't go full grifter. Don't go like a Leaflet or a Kirsha.
I think
arguably Celestium.
I think the opinions I have kind of prevent me from doing that. No, I don't think I'd ever be monetized on YouTube. I have a feeling I'd probably be banned in the near future. I always viewed this as a hobby anyways. Any support that I've gotten, whether it's through people using my affiliate link or people donating to me, it's like that's always the
yeah, it's just a bonus.
It's a bonus. But it would be cool to have my own personal paid pigs. I could just beg money from DSP style.
You just need one, honestly.
Honestly, the thing is, we're not making the donation goal for tonight. So if you want me to continue playing the rest of Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna have to give me about $250. We're nearly at the dono goal. Like, if you want me to keep playing, this is kind of your motivation to do so. I've done that as a joke before, like just kind of hold the stream hostage.
I did do that once as a joke because I was told if I wanted to commit to the bit, then I should hold the stream hostage, and it worked. So I think it was when I was doing Hades. I think.
I see. Let's see. I am just going to raid out the Twitch stream. Let's see, and then I will end the stream proper.
Okie dokies.
Okay, I see Day is streaming, so I'm going to raid out to her. But thank you for joining me, Mrs. Volta. This is a blast.
Yeah, it was fun. We should figure something out.
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
See you.
Alrighty. Let's go back. I know, she's on too, but,
Welcome! Hello!
Hi, Day. You're gonna be here and here, but, I will end...
Amazing, fantabulous freaking stream. Thank you so.
I'm gonna end the stream here, and then I will be watching Day.